If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They
don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then, his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a smell, man. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star, like another city, the driver's side Florida. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Turn that down, girl. Turn it down. It's too loud.
I don't know, man. Are you
Feeling so loud.
you okay, dude?
Is it because of all those fruity drinks you were drinking on Friday when you took the day off?
Could be that. Could be that.
I knew I told you he was going to do that today. Would he celebrate the cats, or is he going to interrupt with something random?
You told me.
By the way, you're the off-day police. Let me just tell you, you are the off-day police. You are the off-day police. Can't take the day off. He's like, oh, you said that you had an assembly for your son. I do. Then can I take the rest of the day off?
Marco,
no, you need to be.
He goes
at a father the entire time.
He goes, hey, off-day police.
I'm sitting here. I'm just like enjoying a nice little brunch, and then
I was just asking if you were a little under the weather because of your weekend activities.
You weren't asking that. I don't know,
Yes, I was.
let's get back to the bit. So anyway, it's,
Oh man,
I don't know if you saw that whining coming from Boston.
Oh no.
Stop feeling so. Oh.
So great.
Have you ever heard a fan base cry and whine more for fights they lost? First of all, they've started like every one of these altercations.
Listen, you know what that is? That is the epitome of living rent-free in somebody's head, where they feel like they got to come in and set the tone and get a whole bunch of penalties because they don't know how to do it.
How about that dude Maroon is just trying to get into Bob's head before the game, and you're not gonna. He's too focused.
Really?
What a waste of time that is. He goes, hey,
do your research.
Hey, Bob Roofsky, whatever your name is. Hey, look over here.
They didn't see.
What are you doing? Like, leave me alone.
To
You're not gonna fight me during the game.
You're down.
To Kachuk and Bennett, this is called Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right? And they're trying to make this a thing. I'm like, this is normal everyday life for this team. What are you doing?
The guys like they're I mean, I've never seen Boston. They're so upset Marchand got taken out of a game. It's like it's his fault. He ran into a fist. Oh, it was a dirty hit. Wait, so let me get this straight. Sam Bennett is just supposed to let my ass get kicked?
So they're mad at Sam Bennett because Marchand went over to give him the business and he got hurt.
I'm sorry I ran into a counter punch. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't realize I was supposed to let you hit me.
Ridiculous, dude.
I'm
so glad to have him back.
It is. Oh man, the Lorax has shown out, dude. I mean, he is out there.
Is that his name?
I don't think it's his name. I mean, but he looks like the Lorax. I've seen it in Panthers Twitter, and I mean, they are right, spot on. He looks like he speaks for the trees.
Okay. Oh man.
But like yesterday, I'm tuning into TNT afterwards. They're like, "All right, Bennett, you know what you did. You know what you did." And he goes, "What did I do?
What exactly?
What did I do?
Again,
you know what you did, Bennett." They wanted Bennett to like throw his mercy and be like, "You know what? You're right, guys. The series is even 2-2. Sorry."
Again, like they're trying to make this a big deal, and everybody in the Panthers is just business as usual. Like you can't beat a team like that when you're looking for some reason to say they're dirty or whatever. Go look at the other 80+ games they've played.
Yeah, that's how they've been. But the thing that's been funny about it the entire time is the Cats have them so rattled because they keep trying to get revenge, but they keep losing.
Right.
They've
Right.
lost so many fights, and
Right.
it's just adorable to say, "We're gonna bunch get this done very nice. Oh, you guys are a bunch of hockey casuals." It's like, hey, I'm watching you guys casually get your ass kicked by the score and by fights. Everything.
Here's what's gonna happen. You ready? I know how this works. Somebody either on the Boston team or the coaching staff is gonna say these words. For the last couple of games, we've been trying to play their game, and we have to just go out and play our game. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, so it took you 3 games. It took you 3 games to realize you can't fight them boys.
Yeah, you can't fight them. And then how about your own crowd is begging you? They're chanting, "Shoot the puck. Shoot the puck." You know how embarrassing that is? Like the Cats are doubling you up on shots. I mean,
We've lived that. We lived that down here.
woof. Oh, yeah. I
It's
remember
brutal. It's brutal. The passing around the outside on the power play.
But I'm so proud of our boy Barkey because that used to be him.
Oh,
That used to be him.
did
And
you
he
see
just
that
said, "You know
goal
what I'm
he
doing?
had? Oh,
I'm going coast to coast with this mother bleeper all by my lonesome."
Yeah.
That guy just has like, I mean, he does some, I mean, incredible things.
Right.
Incredible. He's just like falling away, winning the face-off, taking this all the way, gonna outman you, and then falling away shot for the win like it's nothing. And you want to know something? Couldn't even enjoy it on the national broadcast because they were belly aching the entire time.
Okay.
Still about Sam Bennett. The team's down 3-2. They're still talking about goalie interference. Oh, he got pushed in.
Hey.
Hey, O'Keefe, I found something here. It's like, what? Why are you talking like that? Because I love Boston. And let me see here. Rule book, page 79, passage 6A. It says if you interfere with somebody, that means the goal shouldn't count. Well, why did it count for Bennett? I'm like,
Hey.
you're still on this?
You ready for
Again?
this? Somebody sent a stat, Dr. Remulak. Bruins have 48 shots on goal in 3 games. The Panthers had 42 yesterday. I mean, okay, like you can put whatever nonsense you want on TV. Put that up. Put that up.
Hey, you see this here? It says if a penalty isn't called against Boston, that means it's against the rules because Boston should get all the breaks. Back here close on TNT Nesson.
He didn't really shove him all that hard.
He wasn't going to do anything anyway. The goal was wide open. Damage is done. Sorry. Ridiculous. They just wouldn't stop talking about it. And you missed one of the greatest goals you've ever seen from Barkov because you're still here talking about the rule book. Enough of you guys already.
And you know what I love? I love when they go to the main place that they're reviewing this, and they say the same exact thing. So you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna never get overturned. You can throw a flag. It ain't gonna never get returned. And then after all that, you have them check the play, and then you have to go on another power play.
Yeah, great coaching by this Montgomery. He seems
What
like
do
he's
you-
really
but
got a hold on things.
You almost have to though, right?
I mean, do you?
You have to review that.
I don't think so. I mean, like they would tell you waste of time, and you went on the power play for no reason.
Right.
Ridiculous. I'm tired of Boston. I can't wait. Top hats and monocles out for Tuesday, everybody. Get ready. Wear your white gloves. Wear your white gloves. Very gentlemanly. Bring your gin, Leroy.
Like that guy, like that guy who came in with the cup.
Yeah, exactly. What's that dude's name?
I don't know.
Mike something.
I don't know.
Keeper of the cup.
Yeah, he said there's like 3 of them though, right? There's 3 guys.
Yeah, there's 3 guys. It's but you know, he's got joint custody.
They're all over the world too. That's amazing.
I forget his name.
Oh, it is a keeper of the cup.
Mike.
There's
Mike.
Phil. You said there's 3?
Yeah, his name was Mike. I know it was
okay.
Mike something. Mike something. It's all right. Man, you're furiously going at that.
Did you like that?
Keyboard.
I really want to know.
Guys, I'm doing research.
Somebody
Mike-
said Mike Bolt.
Oh, I was going to say Mike Bolt. That's the name I got.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Mike Bolt.
So we can't. So, question, because last year they came in with the cup, and everybody in our studio had a love fest with it. We can't go nowhere near it this year, right?
do you want to play that game this year? Like, you
I
want to
don't
be in a
wanna-
spot where we are not we're not going to talk. We're not going to touch the cup. We will
Not gonna
turn down
touch
the cup.
No, nothing on the cup. We're
So
not
you don't
touching.
even want it here.
I don't even want to hear.
So
Not
if
until you
Gutland-
win it. I want to hear when you win it, but that's it.
So if Gutland says,
Nope.
"Dang this," are you just not going to come in? Because I'm going to do it. I don't believe in that stuff.
Of course you don't, you mush.
I don't believe in that stuff.
You're selfish.
The mush never believes.
You said
Wait,
it last year.
the mush never believes in mushiness,
So
right?
greedy, though.
Well, like it hasn't changed, and the Panthers haven't won it yet.
Right.
You're gonna want to see it after they win. When we're in the parade, we're gonna be in convertible. Just think about it.
Convertible.
Yeah, like
Are you gonna just
Potentially.
let your tongue fly like dog?
Oh, you catch the flies.
none of this happened.
We're gonna be out west, so there's a lot of flies out west.
Close to the Everglades, my home.
Yeah.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Man.
Hey.
Well,
Your boy won yesterday.
Ooh,
who?
He knows who I'm talking about.
Brooks Koepka,
No, he knows.
Rory?
Yeah.
Rory.
Oh, what did he win? The
man.
non-major?
the minor.
Right in time for a major. I'm sure he'll win back-to-back weeks.
Hmm.
The last time he won a major, he did.
Okay. What was that, a decade ago?
Exactly a decade ago.
I saw that Tiger Woods, they put this up on SportsCenter. He's at a place called Valhalla. Like, they have Viking Heaven. This is what this place is
No,
called.
it's the name of the golf course, you retard.
Where is
Whoa,
this?
take it easy,
Whoa.
man.
You can't. I don't think you can.
All right, it don't.
I don't know. I don't know if you could.
Valhalla is a golf course in Kentucky.
Whoa.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's also Viking Heaven. That's where
That is, yeah.
correct?
Yeah,
Louisville. Yeah, Louisville, Kentucky.
all right.
I know where it is.
Yeah, a lot of grass. a lot of grass over there.
It's that bluegrass, baby.
Nice.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll hear these bastards on TNT interrogate Sam Bennett.
Oh.
It's like I didn't realize I didn't realize we were working for the Bruins broadcast over here at TNT. Back after this. And they're already talking conspiracies from the fans. Yeah, you ever notice how when the gambling got legal, things are getting a little fishy out there? Like, oh, really?
Blaming it on the hard rock.
Wait,
Alley.
in
That's
Boston?
as far as we're going now.
In Boston?
Yep, that's what they're saying today. I was just tuning into EEI on the Odyssey app.
Gambling before it was legal, that seemed to be the area it flourished. Right? Right?
Whitey Bulger. You telling me those few of those cups weren't on the take?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Panthers win yesterday. They're up 3-1 in this series. They erase a 2-0 deficit, come back and win 3-2. Lundell got the scoring going. They cut the lead in half in the second period. Then, of course, Sam Bennett has the power play goal that is very controversial amongst the Boston and national media. They're beside themselves right now because they've spent this entire time being mad at Sam Bennett and the Panthers for kicking their ass.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like if that would happen to the Panthers, that would be you.
Hard to say.
Can't really, Marcos.
Like,
there's no hard to say.
I think it is hard to say.
You absolutely.
It's very unbecoming how Boston is acting. It's very unhockey like the way
Totally not mature.
It's not mature. It's not mature. They haven't had their wits about them.
I would say this in that if you want to win game, and I was shocked at this after the first period being down 2-0, and Paul Maurice does his Paul Maurice thing. Tell you what, we're getting opportunities. I like where we are.
Yep.
I'm like, what? and lo and behold, but this series is just like Boston is just getting worn down because they can't match the physical nature of the Panthers without getting penalties, right? And like you can't just all of a sudden. And here's the thing about sports: you can't just all of a sudden be tough. You either are or you aren't.
Yeah.
And what the Panthers have done is added a lot of tough guys to their roster.
Well, the thing that's funny is you make such a good point about that because it's like the start of game 3, like Marchand's trying to goad Alexander Barkov into a fight.
But he ain't a fighter, so
he's like,
stupid.
He's like, no, I'm not no. Like there's nothing Barkov is less interested in than fighting. Right. That man is just like, I'm here to hockey. That's it.
Right.
And, they had this moment at the end of game 2 where Pasternak is like, oh, coach, can I fight him? Can I please fight him, please? And he got his brains beat in by Tkachuk, and everybody's mad, but it's like, you're not that guy, pal. Like, you shouldn't have tried to do that.
And that's the point, right? You've already played 80, almost 90 games, right? You ain't going to be able to be something you're not. You can change game plans, but you can't change your identity going into one series chasing the Stanley Cup. You got to win with who you are.
And then if the Panthers, they laid out Reinhart early in the game and it was play on. Reinhart's like, no bigs.
Right.
Reinhart's he just moved it now. He did get taken out by a puck.
Ooh, goodness. They showed it in slow-mo and you could just look, it just went.
Oh, listen, I'm not going to tell any of these tough Neanderthals on skates what to do with their mouth guards, but perhaps using them
wear them.
Yeah, perhaps using them as chew toys is not the best option when you have flying.
He uses his as a chew toy. I don't think the other guys have one.
Yeah, some don't. They think
don't wear them.
I know.
I never played a down of football without a mouthpiece, and I knew a bunch of people who didn't. Robert didn't.
Oof.
Never wore a mouthpiece, and that's why one time he scored a touchdown and lost a chiclet.
You got TNT's post game yesterday. Sam Bennett goes on the headset afterwards with the TNT crew, and apparently I missed it. This was an interrogation, not an interview, because they're sitting there and they're like, "You know what you did, Bennett? You know."
The menace, it's been quite the 48 hours for you. One, do you think you got away with one? And what is it like being public enemy number one in Boston?
Yeah, I mean, it's I got a little taste of it last year in Toronto, and I guess I'm getting kind of used to it. Yeah, I mean, on that play, obviously, I'm not trying to punch him in the head, like everyone's saying. Other people can have different opinions. I'm just bracing myself for him coming to hit me. There's no way I would have had time to think about punching him in the head. But people can see it however they want. It's playoff hockey. There's gonna be hard plays. Obviously, it's unfortunate he got hit, but that's just a hockey play in my mind.
Sam, I'm just going to go back to your answer on the original hit with Marchand. Now, when he's coming to hit you and you've kind of come around with that right, are you just basically trying to reverse hit him? Is that what you're trying to say in a sense of a hockey play? And it just so happens that right hand gets up a little bit and that's what makes the contact?
Exactly. That's exactly it. He's coming at me. Normally, I'm going to go with two hands to protect myself. Coming back from an injury, I'm going to protect myself however I can. So, that's really all that there was to it. And again, like I said, it's unfortunate he got injured on it.
Well, Sam, it's another day, and we have another piece of video starring you to break down. And this was the goaltender interference and your goal. And now we're going to pour over this for a very long time, frame by frame. Let me just get your perspective on this, because clearly you do get your stick into coil. Did you think that this was going to be overturned?
No. I mean, on that one, it was a little shove, and I'm putting the puck in the net before Swayman's going to have an opportunity, whether Coyle's in his grill or not. I believe I'm putting that puck in before he's getting across, no matter what. So I think that's why it stood, and I think it was the right call.
You should be a lawyer.
Sam, yeah, you represent yourself. That's what you're saving money. You do it.
What a bunch
Sam,
of jerks.
Hey,
great game, so much.
Hey, did anybody say anything about the interrogation that Sam Bennett got? Oh my God. Wait. I have never.
You know what you did?
I have never heard of an interrogation like that in any school.
What is that, dude?
Ridiculous. It started off with, how does it feel to be the biggest enemy? And you got over on one, right?
You know you cheated.
How does it feel to know that you got over on
Hey,
one?
O'Malley, why don't you ask Bennett over here how he screwed the bees? Now, Keith, why do we
You know what he should have said? He should have said, I felt the same as when Tom Brady deflated those footballs and won a Super Bowl.
That was ridiculous, though.
That was ridiculous.
Like, I felt, wait,
crazy.
we're sitting here. Now, I hadn't heard this, right? At any point in time, did you say, man, this is uncomfortable?
I was sitting there the entire time. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
For the record, he handled it really well.
Oh, he handled it. Yeah, because he's just like, look at these losers out here.
I guess
Well,
it's easier to handle
whining
when you win.
about it.
I'm looking at the hit that they're talking about, that they're describing as a punch, like a wraparound punch.
Right.
Dude,
They made it sound like the dude was coming over and he dropped his stick to give him an uppercut.
Yeah, this entire time, Boston was pissed about this all weekend. And they're
Which
like,
is, again,
they're
another
dirty.
thing they need to concentrate on hockey.
Sam Bennett should be in handcuffs. And then they come to the TNT pregame and they're like, we've received a new angle of the incident. I'm
get
like,
outta
what?
here.
What is this? This surveillance footage? Yeah, this comes from Brian O'Malley from section 301. Here's the cell phone footage. You can clearly see a punch. He knows what he did.
So my question would have been this. Would he would have got hurt if he didn't come over there for that smoke?
No.
He came over there with the intent of doing some dirt to give a rough hit. Bennett reacted. And when you reacted with all that crap on, there's no, you can't aim.
Your captain should be handling things better. And he got embarrassed in game 2 where Montour's yelling in his face. And he's been trying to get his get back ever since. And so he tried to get some against Bennett. He ran into a fist and he didn't play yesterday. So good for you guys. Congratulations. Keep trying to fight the Panthers. You guys keep thinking you're about that life, and you're not. This is exactly what they want.
This is the biggest, it's pretty amazing how we all saw this coming, right? Soon as they start talking about how tough they were going to be and they got to get Sam Bennett back, and when this is not going to go well for them because you are so far out of your element that you can't concentrate on hockey.
It's great.
Everybody's trying to hit somebody. Everybody's trying to do that. And the Panthers are like, all right.
I think he's right, though, when he says, like, I don't have time to think. Punch him in the head. Like, it's.
Or just punch.
So fast.
But he was right. He's like, I'm coming off of, like, he just had his hand injured.
And
like,
he made a point to say, I normally put 2 hands up. I could only put 1 up.
Yeah. Now it happened to be the money punch.
It happened to be the breadwinner.
Yeah, it was great. I was like, ooh.
But how is that? My question is that when you come over to him, he didn't initiate that.
No.
How is that a bad, illegal play by Sam Bennett?
Oh, I can tell
Sam Bennett didn't hunt him down. He hunted Sam Bennett down.
I have the answer
Sam
to this.
Bennett down.
Yes, Tobin in the back.
Yeah, because Sam Bennett doesn't play for Boston.
Oh,
and because you don't play for Boston, we were wrong. See Moeller's tweet after the game?
No, what he said?
Moeller tweeted out, geez, I thought this game was on TNT, not Nesson. Hashtag silly me.
That was crazy, though. It really was.
Moeller's the greatest.
But, kudos to Sam Bennett, because I know a bunch of guys that would have just went off. Right? Yep. Like, that was 2 losses ago. We still talking about this.
That was 2
losses ago in the playoffs.
Yeah, should you guys be over this? This was a couple ass kickings ago.
We saw Jamal Murray get snippy after he very visibly threw something on the court. Now this guy's having to defend himself.
Murray's like, hey, you need to have a cooler head and throw a heating pad at Sam Bennett.
But think about that. Think about this. In a game where there's more physicality, right? An NBA player who threw 2 things onto the court and was fined $100,000 was able to move past it quicker than the guy in the physical sport where the guy went after him. Right? Like, see, because I tell you what, iDog, it's because here's where we are in this series. Anything that the Bruins do, whether it's physical, illegal, or whatever, somebody is going to say, oh, they're just trying to match the intensity of the Panthers.
That's just
so lucky. Right. So they're always going to get a pass, and anything that the Panthers do as far as hits or whatever like that is going to be, oh, they're just, maybe that's a little bit excessive, right? Whereas you got a physical team, a team that's played like that all year. In fact, Paul Maurice came in here and we struggled with him for half a year because he wanted his team to be more physical, to play more Stanley Cup playoff hockey, right? We questioned it. And now that the team is that way, everybody else who is not that way, oh, he hit me too hard. They're too physical. They're pushing. And if you try to match that and you ain't that guy, it looks like it does against Boston. Boston is not a physical team. They trying to be physical. They trying to match it, and it doesn't even phase the Panthers. So at some point, you're going to look up and say, oh, it's 2-1, and all we've been doing is chasing these guys around trying to hit them.
Well, listen, they can enjoy and think about it all from Cancun on Wednesday. Take a break. Back after this.
This hour of Tobin and
This is the rhythm of my.
All right, welcome back. The Suns really think hiring Mike Budenholzer is going to solve their problems, huh?
He's the same coach as the last coach. No, he is.
But
wow,
he's had some time off.
He has had some time off. I
looked to see what he was doing, like in between
collecting checks.
And Leroy informed me collecting checks.
He's right,
which is great. Well rested.
Here's the deal. Usually, when you hire coaches, and unlike any other sport, basketball will hire a name and a guy who's had accomplishments based on what type of coach he is, right? And you just got rid of a defensive-minded coach, right?
Frankel.
Right. What the hell do you think Budenholzer is? So you bring in the same type of coach, pay the same type of money for accomplishments, when ideally you need a change, right?
He's just, look, he'll probably have maybe he'll have a better regular season record. Like most Budenholzer teams are really great in the regular season.
Right.
But he's notorious as like, once you get into a playoff series and you figure his team's out, he doesn't adjust. Like that was the whole thing with the Heat Bucks series that he got fired. Everybody was like, how come they're not doubling Jimmy Butler? He's torching Drew Holiday.
Right.
And he just wouldn't go off of that. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening there.
Well, that is a coaching, decision in itself, but that's not the style of coach. So are they saying that they didn't like some of the decisions he made and more than they disliked what he was trying to do with the team? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
because that's one part of it, right?
I think it's just one of those things where he got dude won a championship 2 years beforehand and they fired him.
Right.
I think that's one of those things where it's so inexplicable to get embarrassed, gentlemen swept by an 8 seed. They just felt like they had to fire the guy. But
right.
I mean, I don't know.
How much money do they? They don't have as much money as football guys, and they fire their coaches. I mean, they be paying, like in 2 years. There's teams that be paying 3 coaches.
I think they are paying 3 coaches.
Right.
I think the Suns are paying 3 coaches. They
Which is crazy.
They are throwing a lot of money. Hey, I mean, good for them.
And the team construction is not good.
No, it's not. It's not. Last night you had both series evened up. Denver, they beat Minnesota 115-107. Indiana, they beat New York. They beat the holy hell out of New York.
Oh my! It wasn't even close.
Game wasn't close at all. 121-89. So both those series now even at 2 apiece.
Now, can I say this, Vlad?
What?
And I'm gonna protect. I got your back, Tobin.
Okay.
Because I don't usually allow you to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Vlad, New Yorkers, don't come up in here with the injury excuse.
Was Vlad doing that this morning?
No, Vlad, I didn't hear him. So I'm not going to say he was doing it. I'm just giving him a warning. New Yorkers, don't come here talking about our guys were hurt. Okay?
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Don't want to hear it. Them's the breaks.
Interesting, though, that all of a sudden the Timberwolves can't defend with Rudy Gobert back. That's kind of interesting for the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Hey, it is what I'm not saying he is the reason or isn't the reason. I'm just saying interesting.
Isn't he a Defensive Player of the Year again?
Yeah, 4-time. He's the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
4-time
He leaves a game for baby Rudy Gobert. They have the greatest defensive performance ever against the Nuggets. And then he returns, and then all of a sudden, they can't stop the Nuggets. Interesting. That's all.
All you doing here, is
pointing it out.
1 + 1 = 2, baby.
I got questions.
That's it.
I got questions. That's all I'm saying. I got questions. Like Max Holloway says. Let's hear from my boy Bobrovsky yesterday, huh? Sergei Bobrovsky killing it. He's just got to sit there and he's gonna be like, man, it's kind of a boring game. These damn these damn Bruins, they don't get any shots on goal. And so he had like no action, especially in the last 2 periods. He's sitting there just
my goodness. Every time they showed Bob, he was drinking water. He was like,
yep. He does the face splash. But
I kind of hate.
Hmm?
I kind of hate when Bob goes and gets the puck
Hmm?
and retrieves the puck, and sometimes it seems like there's a lot of action around him. That some bad things could happen.
it seems like a lot of action until
Right.
you realize he's focused.
I don't know, dude. I just saw the Bruins when they won in Game 7. The guy shot the puck in, it hit the boards wrong, and bounced right in front of the goal, and that's how they won. So I'm just always a little nervous looking at the net and not seeing the goalie.
Here was Bob. A big win for the Cats, according to him.
Yeah, it's definitely a big win for us. I thought guys again worked extremely hard. You know, they everything, the sticks, the forecheck, the D zone, everything was outstanding. So it's Barkey's big goal, great goal, beautiful goal. Yeah, it's definitely a big win for us.
Man. Travis Wright says Amaranth Bangarina is going to be rocking tomorrow. It is.
Hey, I bet you there'll be less Boston fans.
Oh yeah,
They ain't coming back down.
They're not coming for a funeral. No. that ain't happening.
I gotta tell you, it's very few times, and I can tell you in my career, and I'll tell you when I was in Minnesota, right? The 2 games we lost. We got out physical, right?
Mm-hmm.
We weren't gonna match it. You can't just all of a sudden get up on Sunday morning before a game and say we got to match their physicality. But you have to play the best version of who you are. And we didn't do it on those 2 days, and it cost us. Like what you're seeing now is Boston trying to play Panther hockey, right? And they're not shooting the puck. All they're worried about is hitting, right? And getting back. That's all we've heard leading up to all these games. Okay, let's get Sam Bennett. Let's get their star. Let's do this, right? And and the Panthers are just playing hockey.
Here's a little bit more of Bob yesterday after the victory.
I don't know. I don't look at that much of that big of a picture. You know, it's a one moment. It's this time, and again, opponent is a good team, so it was a great game, great fight, and yeah, we're happy with the win.
Who the hell asked him a big picture question? Idiots. Focus.
So you know what's going to happen in this game. It's going to be like a bunch of fights, right?
Really?
Yeah. I just like athletes are petty too, right? Once you realize it's almost like the Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear because he knew he was going to get his ass kicked.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like we see this all the time. What about I was watching UFC and dude did that leg thing. I don't even know what that was. And then they flagged him, right? He was losing.
Mm-hmm.
So he all of a sudden had him on the ground. He took and did the single leg over the top of his head. I didn't know it wasn't legal, right? And they stopped the fight. So like there's, you know, it's kind of like when they're losing 6-1 and then there was a melee.
Yeah.
Like it's everybody. Everybody's like that. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I wouldn't go in there trying to fight.
Who do you think bangs the drum tomorrow? Who do we got?
Hold on. Can't do
That's
Tua.
an interesting question, by the way.
Who we got banging the drum tomorrow?
Can't do
We have
Dan Marino.
No, they did. I don't think they're going to do Dan Marino. I think they saved Marino for the conference of the Stanley. You know, they had Juan Pierre for the last game.
Oh, Juan Pierre. Did Mike McDaniel do it?
I don't know if he's done it this year. He's done it.
They're in minicamp or whatever right now, aren't they? Or
I think it just ended. Does minicamp go past?
That was the rookie camp. That was rookie camp.
So now they go to another camp.
So they have this is the OTAs getting the full workout now, where you on the field for like an hour a day after doing your workouts, and then you go on the field and do some stuff. He said, didn't Mike do it first round? Yeah, because you complained about him not concentrating on the draft.
I feel like that was last year. I complained.
Oh no, you bum. You know,
sure? I don't think he did this.
Wait. What if Jimmy did it?
That'd be awesome.
Let Bam, We got to go basketball, right? Jimmy, Bam.
Jimmy Bam. I mean, or Tua. They could always. They
did Tua. Tua's already done it. You got to have new people.
New blood.
New blood.
Kodak
Messi.
Black.
Messi.
Do you think Messi
he's got a game tomorrow, right?
It's
So
ice
he can't
soccer.
do it.
You should like hockey.
Well, I don't think you could just say it's ice soccer.
Hey, by the way, there is no sport farther away from the sport that Messi plays than ice hockey.
No, it's ice. Same thing.
Do you think that if Messi goes to the game, because he's always going to the games with his kids, do you think he immediately buys his kid a Stanley C. Panther, or does he risk it like me?
He immediately buys one.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
You think the Panthers already give him a Stanley C. Panther?
I asked Tommy, how long did you have to wait? A year? Wait, who can we do it? Do we go the music industry? Do we
Gloria
go
Stefan? Rick Ross?
Only if he's dissing Drake.
He's in a new beef now.
Who's he beefing with?
The game.
The game is still doing things?
The game is trying to get relevant. I don't know. I can't keep track of these beefs.
Interesting.
Drake lost.
Take a quick break. Hour Tua coming up next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program as we are celebrating a Cats winning weekend. They are up 3-1 on the Boston Bruins. Let's get to our headlines here. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck in a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck.
Palmetto Ford.
So I did the thing. So somebody came over and knocked on the door. I was at the door. Walked up to my house, rang the doorbell, kept ringing it. I go to the door. They go, I was in the area checking roofs, and I want to see if I could give you a free estimate.
Wow, he seems like an expert on new roofs.
I said, well,
damage is done.
I said, go ahead. So I'm curious to know, what is this idiot going to come back with when I just got my roof finished 2 weeks ago?
And so he's looking right now?
Yeah.
I love it.
It like, if you're like, come on. First of all, let's be clear. It's a PSA. Most of the quotes that you get for a new roof, they satellite visual your roof, and they can send you a quote via email so they don't even need to come to your house.
Wow.
Right? So the fact that somebody's at your house.
Shouldn't you get in the attic, though, like in the nitty-gritty of a roof?
Oh, trust me.
No,
You
you're
gotta
not repairing the attic. You're doing the roof. Now, sometimes here's the only thing that differs, right? Sometimes you got to replace some of the wood, right? And that's, some of the wood if you had a leak or something. And that might cost you a little more. But other than that, no, they can do it. They give you a general idea of how much it's going to cost using satellite. They can do it from your house. Send it in a couple of days.
All right. So headlines. Here's what we got for you here, everybody. The NFL has announced opening night.
Ooh, I did see that.
Opening night.
Oh, they want to put that out. Oh, wait. Can I guess?
Sure.
What I would do? I would do Kansas City versus the Eagles.
Close.
Kansas City versus the Jets.
Nope.
No, different bird.
Nope.
You were
What?
close with the birds.
Jets not a bird.
Well, he said Eagles the first time.
Oh.
Bird.
Rematch.
Falcons.
Nope. The AFC Championship last year.
Oh, Bills.
That's not a bird.
Wait, who's in the air? I don't even remember who's in. It was Kansas City and Baltimore.
There you go.
Yes.
Only took you 9 guesses.
No, hey, you want to go
to the
Brandon,
game?
Is it in Baltimore?
No, it's in Kansas City.
It was in Baltimore because they've been asking me to go to a game.
Oh, really?
Well,
I've never been to Baltimore other than when we played them.
They recovered from that bridge thing? I heard it's like difficult travel over there.
I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't really thought about it.
That happened in Minnesota when I was there.
That was a scary thing.
That was
very.
Like MacArthur Causeway goes down.
So Thursday, September 5th, opening night, 8:20 p.m. Ravens.
I knew it was Kansas City. Kansas City seems to be on that thing every year.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, what was it? It was Detroit and Kansas City last year, right? That was the first indication that Detroit may be a good team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they had the awful ending, right, with Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Timbo, who you talking about? Me or Tobin? You should go there so you can tell them how much you hate Lamar Jackson.
You, Leroy, you know you hate Lamar Jackson. Dude.
No, I don't.
You're like, he's injury prone and he'll never be too
No, what I said was he missed. No. See, I love when people do this. It's like, this is, I'm gonna use a Tobin.
Yeah.
Grow up, Peter Pan.
Oh, okay.
I was merely saying, when we talk about how injured Tua's been, and look at the last couple of years, he's played more games than Lamar. That's it. That doesn't mean I hate Lamar Jackson. Where do you get that from? And I say that because if you're gonna call Tua injury prone, for whatever reason, if he's played more games than Lamar, what does that make him? And I didn't call Lamar injury prone.
How you miss more games and still win MVP? Amazing.
Oh my goodness. See, and you see what I mean? So
local too.
Let's just ignore
our backyard.
Let's just ignore the point that I made.
Plays well in the cold.
Let's just ignore the point that I made and make up your own points. I stated a fact when you said, I know he's the MVP.
Twice.
I'm not questioning any of that.
You haven't used your favorite term.
What?
Mobile.
Waiting for it.
Super mobile. I mean, but like, it's just like, come on now. We
hasn't
even
been to the Super Bowl.
Like, it's
well
then so let me get this straight. So the reason why Lamar isn't injury prone, even though he's missed more games than Tua, is because he won the MVP.
He's such an impact that yes, even in the games that he missed, he still managed to win MVP.
Okay, but does that change the facts that I laid before you?
Yes, I think you're wrong on that. I think Lamar played more games than him in the last 4 years. But one
I said the last 2 years. Or
2 years
from the time when, because remember,
this goalpost has wheels on it. You see this goalpost? It's moving.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! All right, go. You can go check
the old Canadian Take Football League.
Oh, look at that
Canadian Football Take. Really? Come on.
Looks like Tua's brother is going to be in the Canadian Football League.
I mean, he better stay in shape. They might be able to get him for this football action going on right now.
UFL? Yeah, he should join the UFL. I can fix the UFL. I got a couple ideas.
Actually have The Rock play football?
That'd be good. Better halftime shows. Not enough of that.
Well, here's the
I don't
deal.
even know what channel it's on. Is it on ESPN?
ESPN. It's on ESPN. I've seen it on Fox.
The problem is that they're trying to duplicate the NFL. You're not going to do that with less talent. So, scripted football. I'm telling you, I can get in there.
So
I can do some things.
What do you mean scripted football?
I mean, I want a game to start off 56-0 and then a comeback. And I want during halftime there to be a camera.
So you want it to be literally like wrestling?
Absolutely.
Wait, you know, they do bring cameras in locker rooms.
Yeah, but I needed to see a passionate speech written.
So you want a live
writers.
Hard Knocks?
I want live because
wait. You know, every coach is not passionate like that.
I know we need to hire an actor who is.
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna miss Hard Knocks. I know the record was really bad with that, with Hard Knocks in the building.
I'm not
fun though,
but I'm gonna miss it. I loved Hard Knocks.
Oh, are they done? Isn't somebody else doing something else?
Yeah, somebody else is gonna do. I don't know who gets Hard Knocks this year. I think they said in season this year is gonna be a division. I don't know who it is, but in season is gonna be a division.
Well, they better not pick a poo-poo platter of teams, because some of these divisions, like that Saints, Atlanta, that division is woof. Tampa.
What do we make with Mike McDaniel's new look?
He has a new look.
He's a hat guy now.
Let me see this.
It's summer.
What the hell is this?
Never been a hat guy though.
And you notice he's wearing a hat with nothing on it.
Right.
Still wearing sweats.
So what's that? That's like a $6,000 hat, you think?
Oh, it's
no. No, it's not. You know what? And golfers used to do it because they didn't have sponsorship. And there was a couple of guys that put your name here on the bill.
Yeah, but why not like a Dolphins hat? You're right. That's a little bit weird. It's got to be like
or maybe it's a black one and the writing's in black. You ever seen those hats
So
or
like,
maybe
it's
the writing's in teal and you can't see it, or maybe there's a sign on the other side.
I'll tell you, man,
I
it
don't
looks
know.
like a blank hat to me.
It just looks like a black hat. Correct.
Interesting.
And can I also give you another reason why?
Top Robinson, though. Look at that.
If you notice on the sidelines, the offensive call player and the defensive call player on the sidelines wears different colors so they can be identified.
Interesting.
So maybe he's wearing a different color than the other coaches. So when you look,
But he's
you
very
know where your head
distinctly
coach
he's not been a hat guy.
Right.
Why is the job getting stressful? Is the hair
no,
thinning a little bit? Why is
because
he going to hats?
it has been hot as hell the last couple of days.
Why not wear the Nick Saban hat with the big straw?
That's not his thing, because you know what? He would have to have two people on either side holding it up because he's a little.
Yeah, but he first debuted the hat. Like I saw him at a Heat game wearing the hat. He wore
the black plain
in
hat?
his meetings. He's just been wearing hats, and he hasn't been a hat guy, and now he's a hat guy. And I want to know, why is he wearing hats?
Is he balding?
That's what I'm wondering.
He's
Is the
losing
job getting too stressful for McCoachin? Is he
Somebody
hiding?
said that's a Gucci hat, 7,000.
Definitely.
For sure.
Then why a black hat? Why not hot? You're right, Juke. Listen, I'm reaching for things, and most of the time I reach for things. Most of the time I reach for things for this reason, because the whole conversation is ridiculous.
Is it?
Yeah. What new style? I thought he had his highlights or something like that. Or
Nah, that's
no,
a new
it's just
style.
a hat.
All of a sudden, he's a hat guy. I don't want to know what's going on there.
Well, you make sure the next time you go to a presser, you ask him.
I can't ask that question.
Of course not. Wait, Marcos. He will sit here on this show and make a big deal about a hat. And I say the next presser you go to, you ask him about the hat. He said, "Oh, I can't ask that question."
He only asks questions.
I can't show up for my first press conference in 2 years at the Dolphins facility and be like,
"What's up with the hat,
Mike McDaniel? Why are you a hat guy now?"
Because it's ridiculous, right?
He'll love
it's
it.
It's ridiculous. You admit it, so you agree with me.
Can Omar ask? Can we ask Omar Kelly to ask, "Hey McDaniel, why are you a hat guy now?"
Yeah, he'll do it.
He'll do it.
Yeah, someone only asks questions that could potentially break down the franchise.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'm just saying, dude.
Hey,
so another running back.
Here. If you want somebody to say some controversial stuff, send our boy Tobes in there.
Oh, I got some potential questions you can ask. Still no extension on Tua. Huh? What's going on? Another running back to the running back room.
Fair question.
Getting crowded.
It is. Although I got to tell you, I like this Jaylen Wright. You know, he's got the right attitude about him.
Big boy.
Right attitude about him.
Quick.
Not as big as this tackle, though. My God.
Oh, my goodness. 52?
52 is terrifying. Patrick Paul.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, 32 ain't that much smaller than him. You see, that's a big boy.
Oof.
Yeah.
As a line, okay, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna see if I can give you the from left to right, I'm gonna give you the positions.
All right.
Running back, wide receiver, running back, some type of lineman, linebacker.
Well, I don't think the first guy's a running back because he's wearing a defensive jersey.
There's that.
Oh, really? Then where's the swole? Oh, so the swole running back is okay. Then that's a linebacker. Now it gets a little tough because you get any number these times a year, right? So I'm guessing the big running back is right next to 52, who is not chunky. And the two linebackers, and I'm guessing that he's a linebacker too. So he got three linebackers, two wide receivers, a running back, and a lineman.
The two pass rushers,
yeah,
right.
The two pass rushers.
But I'll tell you what, at 25.
Gone already, right?
Yeah.
He's wearing 25?
Yep.
Yes.
So
tell you what, quads though.
Can I ask a question here?
Sure.
Is that, remember, they were discussing, 32 is a safety. Oh, that's a big safety. Wow.
Hey, 32 safety, by the way, guys.
So remember, there was some question that once the June 1st cuts hit, there was a chance that Xavier Howard could come back.
They gave away his number before.
That's what I'm saying. So that's not in the cards, right?
I mean, he said he wasn't coming back. He said he told Joe that door has closed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but sometimes your best options.
Sometimes it's a revolving door, baby.
Do you think here. Do you think Xavier Howard's going to be one of those big post June 1st signings with another team?
I think somebody. I think a contender's going to pick him up.
I think he's going to Houston. To be honest,
that's what the word was. That's what the word was.
That one it makes sense. It's hometown.
That's a good team.
Kansas City. They lost Snead.
Oh no! Oh, did they?
Yeah,
that's good.
Went to the Broncos.
Wow, good luck there.
Look, as long as he's not lined up in front of Tyreek Hill, jamming him.
I'm just saying. There's been so much talk around Denver. Do you have any question? Like, are they going to be any good?
Patrick Surtain's still over there, right? Surtain.
Yes.
Surtain.
Enough.
He went to both. Surtain.
Take a break. Back after this.
Said enough.
This hour of Tobin and
back, everybody. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Well, the heat continues. Let's start there. It's got to be almost 90 degrees, mostly cloudy. Winds are 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the west-southwest. And it looks like there's a chance of a shower, being that I'm looking at the clouds, and it looks like a couple of them are a little dark.
How'd you do, Frog Boy?
Currently, we are still under an excessive heat warning, so be on the lookout for that. 89 degrees listed as of right now.
I'm trying to make your voice really gross as possible.
Let me get some of this cosmic vibe.
You got that fruit punch.
Anyway,
needs to fruit punch his throat.
He lashed him out too. Winds east, southeast, 14 miles per hour. Thunderstorm and a stray shower possible today.
Right. Sounds like
looking a little cloudy behind you.
By the way, Dade South points out Snead got traded to the Titans, not the Broncos.
Aha!
My bad. Whatever.
Liar.
Also, good luck in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Point stands.
Actually, you know what? You probably would have been better off.
He might have been. Meanwhile, let's get back into the Cats here. As the Cats, they go up 3-1 in this series against the Boston Bruins. Sam Bennett.
You want to hear some comments from Boston?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was worse. With that Sam Bennett 2 games ago. You hockey too hard. They're too aggressive. They hit us too hard. We tried to be physical with them and they punched us in the mouth.
Let's hear from Paul Maurice. This is Paul Maurice on enemy number 1, Sam Bennett, who was treated like a war criminal by the TNT broadcast crew. Here was Paul Maurice on dangerous Sam Bennett.
There's been lots of energy with this, lots of coverage. And I think you've lost your minds on it, which is fine. You have that right. We've been a very disciplined, very composed team. We have. Fortunately, it's in a good way. It's gone unnoticed. We're all right with it.
Wow.
Well, think about it.
Lost
Who's getting
your
all
mind.
the penalties? Who's getting all the penalties?
Boston.
That means you're playing outside of who you are. And every game, everybody has said this leading up to the next game, is that was the last game. It was a blowout. You're trying to make a point, and then you move on because it's about winning hockey games in the Stanley Cup race, right? They haven't let it go. So it's not on the Panthers. It's on Boston. Why isn't anybody saying, hey, Boston, let it go and play hockey?
This is their coping mechanism because they're getting embarrassed. They're getting embarrassed in every facet. They got good for them. They got their win in game 1. Okay, cool. And then it's just been they've gotten the doors blown off them basically outside of the first period in the last game, and they yacked on it, and they can't get any shots on goal. And the Panthers are doubling them up, and they're whooping their ass. Here's Anton Lundell, who got the scoring going yesterday. This is him on Sam Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett's huge for us. He's been one of the leaders in this team for the last years, and he's doing everything he can, shift after shift, and just he's hard to play against. He's great to have on your team instead of the other team. So it's huge to have him back, and the impact he's helping us has been huge, and obviously it was tough to see when he wasn't playing, but we're happy to have him back.
So you're telling me, here's what it seems like everybody's saying to me, that the Panthers have 2 guys, you can't stand them if they're on the other team, but if they're on your team, you love them.
That's right.
Sam Bennett and Kachuk. 2 guys.
Nick
Bennett was that.
Nick Cousins. Lombard. They have a lot of
Cousins. Well, isn't Nick Cousins related to Kachuk?
No, you've done this multiple times. Just because his name is Cousins does not mean he is.
No, he is. Dude,
He's
look
not,
it up.
he's not Matthew Kachuk's cousin. You've done that multiple times.
He's
His name
related
was
to
Cousins.
somebody on the team.
They used to have a Panther who was the Cousins with the Kachuk, but it was not Nick Cousins.
Who was it?
It was other Kachuk. But his
No,
name
it wasn't a Kachuk.
It wasn't Nick Cousins. You're just making it because he has a relative's last name that you think he's relatives with Matthew Kachuk.
But listen, Tony Brothers, though, he is definitely brother.
Here is Sasha Barkov on Sam Bennett.
Barky.
Yeah, he's pretty much like identity player for us. He leads the way. He leads by example, and everyone follows. He always plays hard. That's the best part of him.
Oh, he's good. Barky.
Barky.
Don't let all this coverage of Sam Bennett distract you from the fact that that was the greatest goal you've ever seen in your life by Barkov.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Probably the same. I mean, he's had another one this year too. That was
Yeah, the one where he tapped it to himself. That was nuts.
So crazy. He's having a hell of a year. That's the thing about this team. They're winning defensively, offensively, physically. The coaching is good, and then there's a little bit of magic.
Wow. Really?
Right? Just a little bit.
You think there's some Everglades magic?
I do.
Interesting.
I can feel it.
Is he like the least flashy personality, most flashy hockey player of all time?
Right. It's true.
Tried to goad him into a fight. He's so stupid.
No.
Come on, Barky, do it. Let's go. Captain v. Captain. He goes, no. He goes, oh, you want to fight? How about you go and try fight Sam Bennett? Okay, I'm going to go do that. Red ball. Idiot.
Good move.
I don't want to fight, but you know who would probably like to fight? Benny over there. He loves fight.
Okay, I'm going to go fight him. I'll see you later. Then you're trying to... Then that dude Maroon is trying to pick fights with Bobrovsky. What a bunch of losers. Let's hear from that war criminal, Sam Bennett.
Ooh.
This is him. He said he knew that the game time goal was going to stand. There was going to be no callback on it.
I wasn't surprised. I mean, I think they got the right call. Yeah, it was I think by the time I'm putting that puck in before Swayman's going to be able to get over there, whether Coyle was on him or not. So I think that's the reason why it stood, and that's how I saw it as well.
Oh man, they're so furious up in Boston.
They're so mad.
Coyle was going to not cause that, and you cheated, Benny.
Benny,
you know what you did.
They're lucky too. Imagine if we had like a Ratko Gudis as well.
Oh my God.
Get out of here. Worried about poor Sam Bennett. He just got off an injury. Crazy, dude.
That's why he can use two hands.
Yeah, but apparently he's supposed to just let Marchand hurt him.
He was coming full speed at him. Like,
and by the way, don't get in his way. You don't want him to interfere with the goal.
True.
You know? They went back. I mean, how many? Listen, hockey loves to take away goals. I mean, you want to talk about a sport? They're like always. It's just like, guess what? This obnoxious rule you've never heard of, not a goal anymore. And I'm always just like, what?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I mean, like the way they were talking on the broadcast, I thought for sure they were going to take Sam Bennett away in handcuffs, let alone take the goal away. And then they were just beside themselves. They couldn't even stop talking about the entire broadcast. It was ridiculous.
I've really never heard anything like that.
Yeah.
They interrogated him. You're right.
They did. I mean, it was like people's court.
How does it feel to get one over?
How does it feel, Sam Bennett?
You know what you did, right? You know. It's like, get out of here.
Like, I'm sorry, did he vandalize the arena? Like, what happened? Like, well, I'm sorry, did he urinate all over the yes, he did, basically. He did. Right on your hopes and your dreams.
But here, in what world do we live in where the aggressor gets hurt and we blame the other guy?
It's crazy.
Right. Just let's just go with simple, if somebody come at you and you hit him, no matter where you hit him, you can always say he was the aggressor. How is that different here?
Yeah, it'd be like being mad at like a run.
I mean, Sam Bennett didn't go and hunt down Marshawn, right? He didn't go hunt him down. Marshawn came to him for that smoke.
Yeah, it'd be like a running back getting mad at the running back because he stiff-armed a linebacker into a concussion. It's like, well, the guy was trying to kill me. What did you want?
Right. It's crazy. And I'm surprised nobody on that panel, whoever was asking questions, said, well, he went over there to get that smoke and he wasn't happy when he left. He probably should have left that man alone.
Ran into a fire extinguisher is what he ran into.
So what's more embarrassing? Getting hurt and not trying to play and can't play the next game, or being an aggressor, going after a one-armed man and still getting hurt?
They're both embarrassing. That's and Marchand should think about that when he's recovering this offseason. Here's Sam Bennett giving his thoughts on what happened with Brad Marchand.
It's one of those plays where he's coming to hit me. I'm trying to brace myself. It's there's no way I would have had time to think about punching him in the face like everyone said. But people can have their opinions. I know it definitely wasn't intentional. I'm bracing myself as he's coming to hit me. And it's unfortunate that he got hit. Obviously, he's a heck of a player and a big part of that team. So, it's unfortunate, but by no means was that an intentional punch in the face.
It is unfortunate that Marchand's chin is made of glass. It's unfortunate for him.
I'm like, when your hands go up in defense, they land where they land.
Yeah, well, if you're guess what?
And you got pads on.
And just for the record, you don't need much force when you're trying to freight train a guy. If you run into his fist, you're probably, just simple physics, gonna fall down.
Did you think, I don't know if he could have got that hurt if Sam Bennett would have wound up and hit him. It's a fluke thing. Right? He didn't play. He just went up to put his one hand up to defend him. It hit him in the face and he's out. Holy smokes.
You tune in on Tuesday when you see the TNT broadcast make this Catholics versus convicts on ice.
Well, they said Marchand has more penalty minutes than anybody in the NHL. I don't know how accurate that was. I read that earlier. But that would be even funnier. Not funnier that he got hurt, but even funnier that they're talking trash about poor Marchand, who was going over there too. You know what I mean?
Well, congratulations. He put himself in his own penalty box. 2-game major.
Hey, the penalty box of life is much more severe.
Take a break. Leroy's game balls, game bums, maybe game pucks are next.
This guy's a ball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to gather around the locker room and Leroy Horde to give out his game balls or pucks and game bums. Leroy?
3 game balls, all the local teams. We got the Pinks coming back, even though Messi got hurt, right? They were down 2-0, they won, right? Marlins come back. When
Leroy, they got outscored like 16-2 the first 2 games of the series. You cannot give that team a game. You can't not give them a game ball. I won't allow it.
No game ball. No game ball. Right? I was talking
You just
about
veto a
game.
game ball. I'm not allowing him to give a team.
Wait. It's game ball. It ain't series ball. But that's okay. Valid.
Just because you got a Whopper Jr.?
Yeah.
I imagine
Anyway,
at the end
anyway,
of the
he took the game ball away. Which
Did
is
you
a
not see
first.
Trevor Rogers annihilate the dugout? The guy went like a
Okay,
maniac.
move on. We move on.
Talking to that guy a million times.
We
I've
move
never
on.
heard.
We move
How many
move
times
on.
have we interviewed Trevor Rogers? Like 6. I've never heard his decibel get above whisper, and he went ham on that
He
dugout.
went crazy. And
Johnny game ball.
last but not least, your Florida Panthers,
Oh,
who have a home, a summer home in the Boston Bruins fans and players' heads. Living rent-free.
rent free, dude.
If
Boston was more beautiful, we'd stay more often. But unfortunately, it's a cold hellhole.
And,
We want to get out
and
of
I
here.
gotta tell you, that damn Paul Maurice, just cool. You know what? We're down 2 goals. We've gotten a lot of opportunities, and I like where we are right now. I'm like, did we know? What didn't we know? So that is that's my game ball. My game bum, and I'm gonna go to golf because they're spitting a bit and they're spitting a bit. And Shoffley, my man, you got Rory, but you didn't do yourself no favors. Yep, he gagged it up on the back 9 and lost it. My other game ball is gonna go to these 2 basketball teams, New York and Dallas. They were up 2-0. They were living that life. We going here. We going there. Right? Now it's 2-2 and you're both complaining. Stop it.
It was a bit early for the Anthony Edwards MJ comparisons.
I mean, he had 44 yesterday.
Okay, I understand. but,
Incredible
like,
game.
can he get to the conference finals before we're?
I mean, T-Wolves. You're right. I meant T-Wolves.
Correct.
Can he like they're talking on Good Morning? They have him on Good Morning America.
Yeah.
And he's sitting here being like, "Well, I have the 3-point shot that MJ did." And I'm like, "Dude, I love you, and
I love
cannot
you.
wait.
You ain't that guy.
I can't wait to sharpen the harpoons one day after you
point.
inevitably will fail a lot in Minnesota. But let's chill a little bit, okay? Because that giant Serbian fella, he's still really good.
Really good. And what were they talking about? Oh man, how bad would it be to win the MVP and then get swept?
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
And then your boy Michael Malone's back, Marcos.
Oh,
he is
God.
peacocking.
That's what he
Wait, this is what he did. Look, he said, down 0-2. I can't see you, Mike. 2-2.
Feathers spread.
Hello.
Never underestimate the heart of a champion. I'm like, oh no!
Hey,
There's nothing
now-
you need to give Michael Malone more than some doubt. He
I will
cannot
say this.
be doubted.
There's a lot of people in the National Basketball Association that would make it appear that 2-0, you're donezo. But guess who doesn't? We are very familiar with being up 2-0, right? Very familiar with that down here. So everybody down here took a little pause. Hold on. Let's see. Let's just see game 3. Let's see game 3. Let's see game 4. Right? And New Yorkers, please don't come at me with the injury excuse.
Talking to you, Ben Stiller.
Please don't come to me with
I
that.
saw tweets like,
Because
"This is
guess
the
what?
worst season ever."
Guess what? When old Tobes was talking that,
I never made an excuse.
what?
I never made an excuse. I didn't make an excuse. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I tried to let Riley off the hook. He decided to tell Jimmy Butler to keep his mouth shut.
Oh my goodness.
Hey Pat, remember when I asked you that asterisk question a couple of years ago, and you
I'm
were
gonna
like,
follow
"Oh,
that up
there's
with
an
another
asterisk."
one.
I got just curious. Do you agree with Jimmy Butler that if he was out there, that Boston would be home right now? And then he's like, "I think he should keep his mouth shut."
Yeah, because why?
All right.
Pat Riley ain't gonna respond to that.
Well, he did last time. The last time I asked him about that was the finals. So, maybe he was feeling a little bit more what if he also then he had like this whole soliloquy for 3 minutes, never made all the other headlines, of course.
There's a big difference though in saying you were close in the finals.
Agreed.
And then
That's
saying
why-
you were close in the
That's why I asked the
first round.
question. That's why I asked the question. Yes, I understand. But see, when everybody blames me for tearing the Heat apart, which I did not.
Oh no, you don't know that yet.
No, I didn't tear the Heat apart. I didn't
You
tear
don't
the
know
Heat
that yet.
But you realize I am my question was piggybacking off a claim from Jimmy Butler.
So it's Jimmy. So basically, you're saying your line of questioning is Jimmy Butler's fault.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Wait a minute.
Jimmy Butler didn't ask that question.
Wasn't it Rohan's fault for not publishing that?
Well,
GQ
it should.
article?
I mean,
That
Rohan,
was
if he
Jimmy's
kept that in the
fault.
holster, he should have published it on
It
Monday.
seems like you're walking around with the blame gun. I just don't want to be.
Yeah, he is. Hey, hey, dude. Can I tell you one thing I hate on TV more than anything in the world? The blame pie. When they say, "Let's cut up a blame pie," I'm like, "Oh my goodness, we are really reaching here."
Open to serving slices to anyone who will take them.
The blame
Can we
pie
get that blame pie a la mode?
This is all right. We gather here today in the kitchen. Before you put on your crust, make sure you throw in some GQ article right here. That's some Jimmy Butler social media interviews.
The Tyler Hero Brickfest.
Tyler Hero's durability in question. And then you ease the crust on over, bake it there for a good 45 minutes.
Don't forget to sprinkle a little anonymous quotes in there saying the people are saying.
The people are saying.
Okay.
Not sure if I want to root for Spider to be good or bad.
You want him to be good. You want him to be good.
I want Boston to have the squeaky cheeks, but I also don't want him to get too far with Cleveland.
See, because they're already like in Cleveland, they already have like there's two things that they have and didn't have. One, they don't have the defensive player of the year, right? But two, Mobley has come out of nowhere and played better than he's played since he's been in the league. So, like, I don't even know how you put those two together because you got one guy showing out while the other guy's not playing. If the other guy was playing, then the one guy wouldn't be showing out. So how do you do
Jared
that?
Allen? Is that what you're talking about?
Huh?
You talking about Jared Allen?
I'm talking about Jared. I'm sorry. But so how do you do that? So how's blame pie work there? Because if Jared Allen was playing, Mobley wouldn't be as good as he's been.
Yeah. I mean it is a weird duo. I mean they have a little bit of what the Heat have with Bam. It's hard to find a front court mate for a guy who can't really stretch the floor.
Is that remember we said the same thing about the T-Wolves.
Yeah, but Cat can shoot. Cat can shoot the
Right.
lights.
So
out.
So you can put him out on the perimeter, which is already
That's where he loves being out on the perimeter.
He does not want to be in the paint.
He loves that.
Right.
Two doofuses, though. I mean, they're going to ruin this entire thing for Anthony Edwards. All right, we'll take a quick break. Back with more shenanigans after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for some cat talk here. Been doing a lot of cat talk today, obviously. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
Panthers erase a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beat the Bruins.
Beat the brakes off the Bruins.
3-2.
I like that.
Even though you would make it think like the Bruins didn't blow a 2-0 lead and that they were completely hosed out of this game, they are now down 3-1, which means we're having a soiree tomorrow because it's getting ready for Top Hats and Monocles gentleman's sweep. So make sure all of our Panthers fans dress classy. Can we put little top hats and monocles on the rats? Is that too fast of a request for people? Can you put a little top hat and monocle on the rat? You know, a classy rat for this game. Let's hear Doug Plagans on the call yesterday. Panthers, they cut the lead in half. Anton Lundell, goal in the second period. And then in the third period, the much maligned goal from Sam Bennett, which all the O'Keefes and O'Malleys think they got screwed out of on the power play. Benny ties things up 2-2.
Out to the line, Ekman-Larsson, touch pass, Tarasenko, big drive, blocked out front by Peake, it's loose, Bennett, in close, and they score, and it's Sam Bennett tying the game, 2-2, 16-19 left in the third, a power play goal for Sam Bennett with 2 seconds left in the man advantage.
Wow.
I was getting ready to say, and then here comes Leroy, old Robbie Raincloud. I think they're going to challenge this. It looks like it might be some sort of interference.
The entire time they wouldn't let it go the entire game. Thankfully, that doesn't matter what the broadcast was saying because Alexander Barkov just completely took the game into his
1-on-5 break.
And he decided, I will take on all Bruins and I will score the game winner.
As now the puck brought on by Barkov into the slot, makes a move, shot, he scores! Barkov, what a move in on net, and he's able to give the Panthers their first lead of the game, 12:29 to go in the third. Barkov got through everyone, he beats Swayman, and the captain breaks the 2-2 tie. It's 3-2 Panthers here in the third.
What a power move through the middle of the ice by the captain.
Did you guys see, by the way, where they're sticking Will Manso? Have you seen this?
No.
What, was he in the rafters?
Oh,
that's
well, hockey sticks their media really high up. At least,
Yes.
this is, but like
Even Plagans says a game from.
oh
all
yeah,
the way up
they do it all the way up there. I don't know. I think that's the way you got. I don't know. That's just
Do
I
they have
guess
to
how
do the
hockey
game from the
works.
monitors, or can they see the game?
I don't.
I have no idea. This
I don't
is-
think you can see the
This is again. Leroy asks very
I'm
specific.
just curious. Wait,
What's
was
the
not the only wait, Marcos. When you say they even have to announce the game from way up,
Yes.
I'm like, they mustn't be looking at monitors. I'm just asking.
It's a
Like, I'm
valid
not.
question,
That's not a
Leroy.
hockey question.
Don't let him shame you, dude. It was
I
a valid
know.
question. Okay.
And then you get mad at me and lash out at me. Was I the only one thinking?
Made out of.
What I'm thinking, rubber, I think.
I
But
tell you,
what?
you like you're just lashing out at
I'm
me.
not
for
lashing
no
out.
reason.
It's a
You
ridiculous
did. Oh, here comes another hockey question. It's not a hockey
hash.
question.
That was another one, really specific.
Was I the only one that thought
What's the altitude, more or less?
they can watch the game from the box? They posted a video.
All right, here is but here's the picture, Leroy, for you. This was where they stuck poor Will Manso at the TD Garden,
Jesus!
right behind the
Look at that.
pillar.
Okay.
That's just rude.
Can I tell you that's my view at the
Hey,
improv?
especially for him because he's thin. So you know that pole is covering all of him.
Enjoy the view there, Miami boy.
What is that? This is a respected member of media.
I know Mike Morgan. I know Mike Morgan. Tobin is just trolling me. That's what I mean by the lashing out.
I'm not lashing out. I'm not lashing out.
It's a
It's
lash
just
out, dude.
a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like, put that picture back. Now, there's very few sporting events where the people look like ants. And that's not a football stadium. They only got what, 18 to 20,000 in there?
If
Look
you
at
are,
how small the yellow is on the bottom. It looks like CGI.
it's crazy. But you might as well just not be at the game. He's above the rafters.
Yeah.
He's
higher
above
than
the scoreboard. So
and
he
then
can't even look at the screen.
He's looking at the.
I like how it has the sign that says the Boston Bruins welcome Will Manso. Did you welcome Will Manso?
It's like, next time, don't welcome me.
I'm surprised that socket works where he's charging his phone.
Like, look at it. Wait, is it on wood? It's not
This
even.
thing's been here since Auerbach.
That's one of the. What is that? One of the most known stadiums in the world, and they got like wood planks for.
Yeah, like they've redone the Boston Garden, have they not? Like it's not the OG Boston Garden, isn't it? A little refurbished. They didn't say, "Hey,
You know when they refer. Wait, but here, Tobin.
Refurbished is different.
We've been in these. Look, we complained about this with Stephen Ross. When they redo stadiums, they redoing it for the people and the money purposes. They ain't redoing it for the freebies.
Okay, but we've even in the Heat games, I've sat very high at Heat games before. They're not blocked by brick.
Yeah,
that's not like by stadium, right? When you have to sit behind a beam, you know, old Cleveland Stadium, there was like beams throughout the under of the stadium. So there was probably 10,000 people had to watch the game like this.
That's great.
Right. That's how bad that stadium was. But like, listen, if you redo a stadium and you move people up where they have to look around the structure, that's not a good seat. I don't think they care though.
No,
right?
That's why they stuck him there. They didn't stick Johnny O'Keefe from WBOS. They didn't stick him in front of the pillar.
Now, in baseball, you can get a suite to watch the game in because, well, you know.
Down here?
Yeah.
Oh, you could sit next to Bruce Sherman.
We had when we did our show, those are some awesome seats to watch a game from.
Yep. Somebody should sit next to Bruce Sherman just eating Whopper Juniors the entire time. Be like, don't worry, I got my own.
Nah. Well, when them Panthers win, though.
Oh.
Ooh, chicken tendies.
Rest of our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The schedule tonight, you have Carolina, who is able to stave off elimination. So they will have game 5 tonight against the New York Rangers.
And Carolina, right?
No.
No. Whoa.
No.
Okay.
This is game 5. So
Okay.
we're back.
Oh, so they started in Carolina.
In New
Wait,
York.
no. If they started in Carolina. Carolina was the higher seed?
Nope.
No, I thought New York was.
New York was.
So
2-2.
2-2. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
No,
You're right.
Mike.
Sorry.
On the scoreboard.
Okay.
No, I meant like wow.
This guy.
Dude.
Hey. It's snappy, dude.
Hey, that like
Dude,
what are you doing?
ESPN says Madison Square Garden.
Give this guy the
You are really
Joey
like,
Gladstone.
yes. What are you doing?
Out, dude.
Like, wow.
Anyway, 7:00 is your puck drop tonight from MSG, and we will see. Will the Panthers have their next round opponent figured out? Be the bread man and the rest of them boys. Yeah, I tell you, I'm always nervous taking him on. That guy knows Bob. So next series,
Hey,
friends become enemies.
what do we do we have any? No series is closed up yet, right?
In hockey?
And not even in basketball.
No, nothing's closed up.
Yeah, in fact, they got closer. They're closer in basketball than they are in they're closer in basketball than they are in hockey.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you have 2-1s tonight. You have the Celtics and the Cavaliers, 7:00 tonight on TNT. That's 2-1 in Cleveland tonight.
Right.
And then you have OKC at Dallas. Dallas is up 2-1 in that series. That's at 9:30 tonight. And Dallas has a double dip night because the Dallas Stars take on the Colorado Avalanche tonight. So they are in
Thank God they play in different buildings.
Yep. They're in Colorado. They don't play in different buildings. They play in the same building.
So how are they gonna put?
His game is in Colorado.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
I'm watching him, Leroy. I'm
Why you
watching him, Leroy.
This guy's getting after me like the
but
TNC
wait,
crew versus Sam Bennett.
when he started off by saying, right?
Yeah.
They play in the same building. I'm sorry if I made the assumption that it mattered tonight. It doesn't matter.
Well, they're not like us. They have to share.
Yeah, but of course the games are in two different places. Doesn't matter.
Dallas struggling.
All right.
Anyway,
And
tonight.
by the way, hey,
Oh,
Al Mackey, you don't have to rub it in, dude. Leroy's always says no, only then to say you're right, you're right. First of all, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and it's coming from my soul.
Okay.
I try to avoid all reasons to say, yeah, you're right, because this dude will take that and run with it. So I try to avoid. Oh my goodness!
For lashing out.
When you're right, you're right. You know.
Oh, thank you for
What?
that, boy.
But when he's snippy, he's
Yeah.
snippy.
I'm not snippy.
Sometimes, dude.
Yeah, dude. Here you go.
For lashing out.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hold on. A little action going on over there. What's happening?
Zoom meeting?
Man.
In person. That's an
A lot of
in-person
chirping
meeting
going on.
It's tea
I'm not
time.
even going to say why. Yeah.
You guys want to hear some weird stuff?
Oh, is it Guess That Animal? Because we heard some.
No,
weird
it's
stuff.
not Guess That Animal. Is that what you guys did on Friday when I wasn't here?
Oh, yeah. Leroy.
Oh, my goodness.
Looks like a marlin out
No
there.
wonder Leroy was bothering me on my day off, being the off-day police.
Yeah, he wasn't doing well, too. Had he been doing better, probably would have.
I mean, why didn't you guys just spend the whole day making fun of the Celtics? That would that would have been the great thing to do.
Yeah, we talked about
with Jason Tatum whining about how we're not a super team. We're not a super team. Oh,
I
we
mean,
don't have any of the awards. Oh, boo.
We pointed out the fact that Derrick White has had more signature playoff games than he has.
He has.
And also that he's a baby. Not sure if you know that.
He is. He's a giant baby. And it's like, out of like all the quote unquote stars left in the NBA, he's by far the least interesting and the least entertaining to watch.
Yep.
Not even a question.
Absolutely.
It's not even a question. And yet I don't understand why he leads off the play. I mean, I do understand why. Boston. But like he leads off the commercials. They try and make him marketable. They try and make him a cool thing. They or even trying to do that. They're like, oh, Jason Tatum, he gets up early to lift weights. I'm like, cool. What an inspiration.
He does his job. That's cool.
Congratulations. I'm sure nobody else in the NBA does that.
You know who's to blame for this push, though?
Who?
Deuce Tatum. Of course, they had nothing else. So they're like, he's a father.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, look at the cute kid.
He is a cute kid. He is a cute kid.
Well, fine.
But like, enough already.
We get it, dude.
What is he like? It's like Riley Curry. Like eventually he's grown.
Come on now.
You know?
26.
How old is Riley Curry? That would make me feel really old. Remember
7
Riley
or 8
taking over the press conferences? No, she's got to be older than that now.
12.
Wow.
12. Look at that. Dude.
How long ago that was, huh?
Riley Curry is my daughter's age.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
dude. Jeez. That's like a couple years away from high school. Dude, I don't want to speed it up for you. I know.
Yeah, it's going too
those
fast.
moments
Man.
are
It's
precious.
going too fast.
Oh, don't worry.
One person it's probably going a little too fast for was this reporter at the UFC this weekend. Leroy was watching UFC. He told me this week.
Oh
You were
my
texting
goodness.
me when I was on the
First of all,
on the air for Tapped Out.
That's right.
Hold on. I sent a text out. I was watching because it was free and it was early, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching, and the guy comes out. They go at 6'2". I'm like, we got some bigger fellas. 145 pounds.
Yeah.
Dude, he looked like a windsock.
Won though.
Did he look like
Controversial. Controversial.
You thought Bruce Leroy won?
Bruce Leroy was Bruce Leroy. I don't know.
Alex Caceres is an OG backyard brawler from down here.
Yes.
Now you wouldn't think that because he's very one of the earth. He's not
he's more structured as a fighter. So it means he has different levels of fighting. It's not just
been in
going
the UFC forever. He's
Right.
been in the UFC for
He's
a long.
21-16.
He's been in the UFC forever.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
he has been in the UFC. But you know what? He's got like that classic once you think he's about this is many losses, he'll get a couple wins in a row.
Right.
Kind of like Derrick Lewis did when he got the win this past week and then mooned the crowd. Not a Randy Moss moon.
Oh,
he gave you cheeks.
He gave you cheeks. But here's I watched that dude fight, and when he can get to where he can knock a dude out, he gets tired. Every time. That dude was staggering. Couldn't get him.
He got him though.
He got him eventually, but yeah.
He got him though. Most UFC knockouts ever. He said, do you have his post-fight interview?
Oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
He says, I couldn't lose to that guy. He goes, I've never heard of him before.
Everything nearly came off. How you feeling, brother?
Feeling good. I mean, what is this? STL? The St. Louis, huh? appreciate St. Louis for letting me show my naked ass tonight. Appreciate y'all, boy.
You are the knockout king. Tonight you added to that record. It's now 15 UFC knockouts. Unbelievable.
Oh, for sure. I would like to give a shout out to Bone Broth, Kettle and Fire, and I appreciate My Fit Foods for helping me both that died. And also a shout out to Popeyes.
Oh. You said this week you wanted to show that you're not just a knockout artist, that you're a technical mixed martial artist. I think you showed that here tonight. There were some good takedowns, some good grappling ability.
Yeah, I couldn't let no taxi cab driver from Brazil beat me. This is my first time ever hearing of that guy. Ain't no way I can let somebody like that beat me.
You're a fan favorite. You always electrify the audiences. You get another knockout. What do you want next?
What you talking about? I'm gonna sit my black ass down for a second. I'm getting too old for this shit. Hold up, I don't know. We'll see.
Hey.
You said that you're in your prime.
What?
You said you're in your prime.
Oh yeah, I'm in my prime, but you didn't see that You don't see too many almost 40-year olds doing shit like that. I gotta rethink this shit. But I give a shout out to my coach, my crew Bob, Chris Vernandez, Larry Crow, and all my training partners. And USA up in this they talking about. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for one of a kind, the knockout artist, the one, the only.
And you owe me a drink. I remember like 6 years ago you promised me a drink. So you owe me a drink tonight.
Drinks are on me.
It's all on you. Crown and Coke, baby.
Hey, first of all, let me tell you something.
What a legend. Dude.
This dude is a master at a lot of things. First of all, I have never heard of a professional fighter celebrate more fast food chains than him. Right? Say more crazy stuff. And no matter where he fights, when they interview him, fans love him when he leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Right? All the time. But it's amazing how he said he got to rethink this. He throws one punch. He talk about all those trainers and working out or whatever. He throws 3 punches and he's tired for the rest of the fight.
It's amazing.
It's
but he's
amazing.
never
Every fight. Dude, he goes in, look, he starts the fight. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1. Right? Every fight.
But he's never out of it because, like, if he catches you,
he's never out of it because if he's out of it, so it's amazing that, and he's not the guy. Let's be clear. I don't know if he's the guy you want on ESPN. I think he needs to
I
be.
can hear him talk all day.
You mean
Yeah, but he needs to be on the undercard at a live.
He's one more away from being hogs out.
Right.
You've heard of the Manning cast. I'd watch the Derrick cast.
Oh my
Remember, he called out Ronda Rousey. That's how we were introduced to him.
Yeah, he knocked out her husband.
Called her
What
out.
Ronda Rousey fine ass.
I thought it was his balls were hot or something.
That too. That too.
Wait, that's a different one. That's a different one.
He's good.
That's a different one. And then he did a commercial. You remember that commercial?
Yep.
And he did.
He got an endorsement deal, I think, from like Dude Wipes or something like that.
Sounds about right.
He then proclaimed to his wife that he was going deep when he got home because he hadn't had sex all camp.
That's right.
Right.
He's just a legend.
He's a legend for his post fight.
So everybody want him to win because of the post fight.
Yep.
And he knocks people out.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best? Like
Most knockouts in UFC history.
Bang for
He's
your
the
buck,
knockout
I
king.
Yeah, but they almost give him fights so that we can get this after the fight, right?
Well, he goes, he goes on streaks where he like loses, and then like they'll
when
give him
when they try to bring him up in class, right?
Then they'll give him some taxi driver from Brazil, and he's gonna knock that guy out.
Right.
That's how it's gonna work. But when you give him Cormier, he's gonna get choked out. You know, when it's Pavlovich, he's gonna get knocked out, but that's okay as long as every once in a while he just get. All I need Derrick Lewis to be like a baseball player. You give me 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3, just to have the funsies and he's sticking around a while. Then we're good. That's all I need.
I love the way was that Michael Bisping, right?
Yeah.
He goes, you said you've been working on the other parts of your game. You're becoming more tactical, you know, and you're grappling. And I really see it. And he goes, I don't know if I keep doing this. I'm getting too old for this. I'm like, wait a minute.
He is 40.
But that question and that answer don't go together.
You know, the Danny Glover? Is that not the Danny Glover? I'm getting too old for this.
Yes. He been around for a minute, though.
There was also some weirdness in the post-fight press conference from Dana White. A reporter had a strange request. Do you have this, Marcos? Because this was quite weird.
You know, I got one of the nastiest bulls in the PBR. Yeah.
He's certainly a rank bull, and I've got one little challenge for Cowboy myself. If you notice this BMF brand on the top of my hat,
yeah,
got that custom branding iron, and I said if he did his ride, I was going to let him brand me, but now I just want to let him do it. So what do you think about that?
Did you say brand you?
Yes, sir.
Brand you?
Yes, sir.
You and Cowboy were made for each other.
Can we make it happen?
You're nuts. Can I make it happen?
Yes,
There's
sir.
no way in hell I would make that happen. You're crazy. Brand you where?
Back of the shoulder.
In the back of your shoulder.
Yes, sir.
Why?
He's thinking about it.
Clout for fun.
Clout for
I'm the
fun?
BMF. I'll be the girl BMF.
Yeah, I can't make that happen. You look like a really sweet lady. The last thing you need to do is get branded. Have you ever been branded before?
No.
No?
I've done it to someone.
You should probably. You do? You have?
What?
Oh, you're,
my goodness.
you're in some huh? Okay, I got it. All right. I don't know. Maybe talk to Eric. Maybe Eric will hook you up with Cowboy.
Eric, hey.
You in Arlington.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Oh, good.
Hey.
What the hell just
Eric's-
happened?
He
Wait,
doesn't even know how to respond.
can I just say,
What?
listen, as a person that is sitting here, this is hard for me to say. Uncomfortable. Right? That whole room had to be like, what?
Huh? Excuse me?
Dade South. I'm not gonna kink shame.
Oh,
But is that not crazy?
He's like, excuse me?
Right? Like,
Did you brand you?
like,
she's like, I branded someone before. And he's like, oh,
Okay, dude. All right. Oh man.
wait, JFig, no response? No, something we should know?
JFig heard
Please
it.
keep me away from this.
She's like, oh,
Nope.
no. I'm
Okay.
out. Nope.
The same way Dana didn't know how to respond, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
No, I didn't know. What do you say? Like
can't
the
say
fact that
You
Dana,
didn't say anything. You handed off to
Dana,
Eric.
wait, but here's the thing. Dana
Eric.
went into that thinking she was kidding.
Eric's like, what the?
And once he found out she was serious, he was like, whoa.
I do appreciate the honesty though. Why do you want to do this? Clout.
Yeah, I do. Just for that, I'd do it. I'd be like, all right, well, that makes sense.
I mean, like, you just want to do it for attention. I mean, it's not any different than the idiots who get like, you know, the future predicting champion tattoos that every
Correct.
year.
Every
What
year.
about
too.
the tattoo on the face?
Oh
yeah.
man.
I
Remember
don't
when
know.
Tyson said that wasn't going to be the end of it?
Yep, it was the end.
It was the end.
He didn't get
Take
no-
a break. We'll mix things up coming up next. Back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Been having fun here on a Monday, mostly making fun of Boston. That always makes me feel better.
You said something earlier. You guys are hockeying too hard.
I was like, I was just shooting it on the Odyssey. I'm like, yeah, what are they up to on EEI today? And it's just like, you know how you can list what you're saying in each segment, and all of it's just whining, dude. That's all they're doing this entire time.
Big babies.
Last night's Bruins game 4, Bennett's hit on Marchand. More on the officiating in the Bruins. Why is a team penalized for losing a challenge?
Because they don't want you just making random challenges.
It's just nonstop with the belly aching up there at EEI today. I don't understand it. What isn't the heartbreak enough?
This is so great. I love when Boston's upset.
Me too. It just makes everything better. It'd be, hey, Spider, let's get it done tonight, huh, dude? I know you got a strained calf, which I would like you to rest because we got to have you ready for October. But
you think it's gonna happen that quick?
We'll see. It's hard to say.
It'll be quicker.
You got to make a stink.
When's the draft?
When is the draft? I know the lottery was yesterday. The Hawks
Atlanta.
got sick.
That is right.
There's no Wembanyama waiting this year, is there?
Nah, supposedly it's a stinker of a draft. It's a little.
Wait, isn't there another French guy? I heard that there's another 7'1".
He was on the same team as Wembanyama, but he's not the top rated player.
His jersey on the back should say not Wemby. I think there's another Nikola. There's a Nikola Topić.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm not making that up, dude.
No way, dude.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
There's a Nikola Topić who is like supposedly, I think it'll be like a top 10 pick.
Oh, Alex Sarr is the name that I'm thinking of. He is a French prospect, 7'1". Mock draft has Alex.
They were on the same team.
Apparently, yeah.
Nikola Topić, 6'6", 18 years old, from Novi Sad, Serbia.
Oh, okay.
He'll probably play with Nico this summer.
Oh, nice.
At the Olympics.
Make sure to remember, Nico, now you're a big brate. So you look out for little Nikola while out there trying to win gold against Team USA.
Little Nikola.
Mama, I'm not babysitter. Have Boyan Bogdanovic do it. You know what those Bogdanovic broskis are going to do out there. Who knows how they're going to go gallivant around Paris. Don't forget, Nico, before you were little Nikola, now you need to take care of Topić. His mother's asking me, please.
Fine.
His mother is asking?
She's a real handful. Real housewives of Serbia.
Okay. I can't wait to see them interact one day. Can't wait.
They've already had pictures of them on Instagram together.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You think I'm making this up?
No, it's not a real name.
We want pictures. We want pictures.
Nikola Topić. He looks like a baby. Go look at the pictures of him.
Well, so did Nico.
He did.
Oh, so his name is spelled Topic.
His name is spelled Topic, but it's got the little thing on the C.
Yeah.
Was that mean Topić?
Topić, yeah. Wonder what do they call that C?
Not a flattering picture of him.
Well, yeah, it's like he's got braces on still. He's got a baby face.
I don't know. Every other picture not showing his teeth. The one on Google front page, they're like, "This is your boy." Okay, 18 years old, has a little bit of muscle on him.
Little bit. Point guard.
Point guard.
Yep.
Huh.
Only prospect I know besides Bronny, and then that giant dude from Purdue. Everybody wants the Heat to draft.
Yeah.
Edie.
Yeah.
Leroy's so excited to have a 7.
Actually, yeah, the CBS Sports has him going number 2 behind Alex Sarr.
Has who going? Oh, Topić.
Topić. Yes.
Let's mix it up here, dude, huh?
Let's do it.
Remember, nobody gave you a chance, Nico. 27th pick, big mistake. Now best pick in all of the draft.
Pretty good. What's up, guys?
You tell me, man.
Figgy.
The mixed bag. We know this is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future.
This mixed bag has a common theme for the first three sound bites. That theme, Jay. Why is that? Because we're going to be hearing, we're going to be hearing from a couple famous Jays. JFig, not this time.
What a shame.
Jaylen is going to be the first one we hear from, and that'll be Jaylen Wright.
New Dolphins running back.
Indeed, a new Dolphins running back, old Dolphins name. Let's hear first from him. We got a couple from him. Let's hear first about his reaction on being the fourth Jaylen to join this team.
Wow.
4 Jaylen, that's a lot of Jaylens. So, I mean, I guess that gives us that connection. Ready to meet my other fellow Jaylens. So I'm just ready to go.
My other fellow Jaylens.
You got a bunch of Jaylens, and then you got to Serbia a bunch of Nikolas.
It's really that. I was thinking that too. You can just you can make a team in South Florida with just one name per.
Yep.
But continuing on with that theme, rookie minicamp was this past weekend. So it was your first look at how well these players move on the field, but also what jerseys they're wearing. Jaylen, as we just mentioned, wearing number 25, Xavier Howard's number.
Not no more.
Not anymore. This is how he feels about it.
I mean, it felt great. I mean, this is a dream come true. 25, and I feel like I look good and I'm gonna make it look good. So, I mean, I'm just blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy.
Well, I hope that he does make it look good.
Me too. It already did look good.
Dude, speed and weapons. That's what I like.
Yeah. Now, continuing on with the theme of Jay, we have a Jason this time, but not the Celtic. This one is the boo-hoo crybaby center that used to play for the Eagles. But instead,
oh my God, what did he have to say?
He actually has a pretty good point here. Something that kind of made me look at him a little bit differently, because I totally agree. He says Secretariat was on the juice.
Wow. Secretariat was juiced to the gills. What are we talking about here? Here's right. Secretariat just so happens to be right in the heart of the steroid era. 1973, every NFL player, every baseball player, they were juicing them to the gills. You don't think Secretariat was juiced to the rafters?
Yeah.
Of course, it's the fastest horse of all time. They didn't drug test Secretariat the way they did Mystic Dan.
It's a good point.
I'm just bringing up. Nobody talks about it. Secretariat was doping. There's no chance Secretariat wasn't doping.
Man.
Wow. Well,
I don't think he would like that if I said that about him or his brother.
Well, neither did the entire horse race community that really ganged up on Jason Kelce after this, forcing him to release an apology.
Really?
He definitely had to
apologize. Wait. He got to apologize to a horse?
That's dead.
He had to apologize for his unfair assertion that Secretariat was on steroids. And headline here on CBS Sports, Jason Kelce apologizes after suggesting Triple Crown winner used performance-enhancing drugs. That's unfortunate. You can't even accuse a dead horse of doing drugs.
I can tell you my sister-in-law was not happy with my opinions about the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift. She's a big Swiftie.
Okay.
She's like, they're gonna last. I'm like, probably not though. You know, most famous celebrity couples don't last.
Why do you gotta hate?
I'm not hating. I'm just spitting the facts.
Players gonna hate.
Hate. Mhm. It's one of his favorite songs.
Wait, I just pulled the Tobin.
Well, I mean, like if everybody thinks this album stinks, which is what you say, JFig,
That's
right?
what you said, JFig.
Actually, no, I was able to hear most of it this week.
Most of it.
Can I just say something, Jennifer? I have asked a couple of people about this, including my son, who's into music. And he said these words: if the album was a banger, she would have listened to the whole thing by now.
Exactly.
You guys are talking about me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
you guys act like I have
Here's
all
what I
the
said.
time in the world.
Here's what I said. Here's what I said. I didn't mention your name, but we were talking about you. I said, if somebody comes out with a new album and somebody tells you about the album and you ask them how the album is, and they go, they haven't listened to the whole thing yet. He said, oh, it must not be that good.
Exactly.
Let's not.
Look,
So, I
I'm not gonna
mean,
get to it.
she's a career woman, and I think that everybody knows Taylor Swift. She flourishes in heartbreak.
Absolutely.
And she's going to realize once this next Eras tour is a bit of a stinker on the sales, Travis Kelce's going to get the old heave-ho.
No
Because
longer
everyone's going to think that, oh, Travis Kelce was the jinx. When in fact, that she was the jinx to Travis Kelce. When in fact, no.
Yeah.
He was the jinx to her the entire time.
He's bringing her down.
Exactly, dude. Fat cat Swifty. Wow.
You know what? Like Timbo Slice says, I'm not gonna fall for your games.
Just saying. All right. You're the one who, I mean, you put us on to her lack of production in this album.
You're my source.
I am not your source, okay?
You're my source.
Keep me out of it.
Been all downhill ever since Bernie Kosar told us about the Cinnabons.
Why don't you become a baker? Close up shop there, huh?
Wow. Why don't
What
you
else
go
you
ahead
got?
and stay with your little rap battle, okay?
It's over. It's officially over.
Is it officially over?
I think so. Drake's been posting some stuff that doesn't insinuate that he's going to come back, and the lead is insurmountable at this point.
Wow.
The song is gone #1. The song broke Taylor Swift's record.
I saw like everybody. I saw D
What
Wade.
song? What song?
LeBron was dancing to it.
Not Like Us. Yeah, it's on. It's literally being played everywhere.
Aren't Drake and LeBron close?
They are, but it's such a good song.
It is a good song.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And it has such like a crash topic that it's like, it's crazy that this song, who is accusing a person of doing some very, very lewd acts, is like being played everywhere.
It's all about the beat.
It's all about the beat. DJ Mustard, you've done it again.
But that's, you know what? Whenever I listen to rap songs,
yeah,
the beat is what gets me. Then I listen to the words.
Yep.
It ain't the other way around. It ain't the other way around.
Yeah,
I
but
don't listen to the words and then the beat catches on. When you listen to a song, it's the music portion of it that gets your head banging, and then you listen to the words.
I
So
think it's
I don't
different for
know.
everybody, Leroy.
You listen to the words first,
Yes.
then go read a book. Go read some poetry. It ain't called poetry. It's called music.
No, it's tortured poetry.
I'm just saying. Does that not make sense to anybody? You listen to a song, like even when I listen to a song, I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah, the beats always gets me first.
right.
But in a rap battle, you want to be focused on the lyrics. But when you're able to combine both to where it's like, wow, I can play this in the club and I can listen to the lyrics as well. It's a dangerous, dangerous game. It's unfortunate, though.
The only thing I would say though is it does feel like we had a rap battle. I don't know what's true and what's not, and that's dangerous.
Turns out none of it was. None of it was, apparently.
Is none of it?
I mean, a majority. Well, he is not what he's accused of, and whatever each other's accusing each other of.
I mean, Drake accused him of fathering somebody else's child.
Not true. Not true. Yeah.
Is it not true?
Yeah, but when
I don't know what
what's his
this is why I don't know what to believe.
What's his name that came out a couple of years ago
And
when he
one of
got that
them's-
T spot or
Yeah, Pusha T. Yeah.
when Pusha T came out and got Drake,
Yeah.
Drake kind of
He had
you know what I'm
receipts.
gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just make some more music. I ain't even.
And then Kendrick accused him of having a daughter that he abandoned.
Also not true.
But how do I know it's not true? Because they say it's not true. What's
Because
true? and
you
what's
cannot
not true?
say
Somebody
what's
say,
true and
come
what's
on,
not.
Leroy. Music
I
is
know?
poetry.
Music
I'm not-
is poetry.
Okay, you guys, do
How
you
do I
not
know?
listen to
Pusha
me?
T's album's
Do you
not
not listen to me? When you turn on the radio, when you turn on Sirius, when you turn on any of that, you ain't going, ooh, I want to listen to some good words.
No,
Leroy,
You want to
when-
listen to some music. And
when
then
I
you
say
listen
I
to the
love a
words.
song, it's because I digested the song. I love the substance of the
Never.
song.
What?
So how the hell do you
Yes.
listen to radio?
She digests the song
I
and then poops it out.
listen to-
Everybody
Wow.
goes, you know, that's a hit. That's not a hit. Like
you
that's
go.
you can
Right.
tell right away.
Yep.
Right. And then
That's
you
a win, that's a
listen to the inner makings of the song. You don't go
No.
in there saying, you know what? I'm gonna turn on
I
the
want to
radio.
know what it's
Hey, wait,
about.
I'm
I
gonna-
love
I'm gonna
lyrics.
turn on the radio. I'd love to hear a good story right now.
I do.
Okay, then you know what? May I interest you in some audio live books on odyssey.com?
Oh,
Because that's basically what you're getting, and I could play
Yeah.
anything in the background because the music don't matter.
I mean, have you not heard the great lyrics on Blue Abadi Babu Da?
Dee dabu die, dabu dee dabu die.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
All right, we take a quick break. Final hour coming up after this.
WQA
Mr. Bombastic. We want some bombastic, romantic, fantastic.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
Dade South made a very interesting point.
Take you up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Panthers.
Why is there a delay? Okay, there it is. Hey, so Dade South made a very interesting point. He said that has been something that has plagued intangibles throughout music career. They dance to the words.
I guess. I don't know.
I think it depends on the song. Take on Me. Do, 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 do.
Hey.
I like that one.
Didn't do it right.
Hey, you have to, first of all, forget that's why we have like the Macarena and stuff like that, because it forces you to dance to the music.
Cupid Shuffle.
Line dance.
Cupid Shuffle.
That's
Line dancing.
Line
It don't
dance.
matter what song is
Period.
playing. You go out there and do your line dance. It don't matter what music is going on.
I can't line dance.
No, line dancing is serious. And if
That's
you don't
hard.
know, get the hell off the floor, too. They'll let you
I'm
know.
like,
Yeah,
how y'all
it's
can
really-
remember? How can you remember all of this?
There's like 4 of them, but they're really good at it. They got cowboy boots on. What am I going to
Dude,
mess
what
with?
am I going to do with
It's
that?
like I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna go over here to the sidebar, get me some whiskey, and just watch you guys.
It's like you go play catch, some guy has cleats on. You're like, all right.
Yeah, you take it seriously.
Somebody,
You guys,
You
you,
got
you
it,
know who
dude.
the
like,
VIPs are.
pick up basketball and somebody put a mouthpiece in.
You know,
Exactly.
you know who the VIPs are at Roundup and Renegades.
Yeah.
You know. So the Panthers win 3-2. They take a 3-1 series lead. They'll try and wrap this puppy up tomorrow, top hats and monocles style. Here's Bob afterwards. He had to wait, be patient for these pucks because, I mean, this Boston, they won't shoot them. Their own fans are begging them, shoot the puck. And so he has to remain focused.
Yeah, it's definitely a big win for us. I thought guys again work.
Come on, Bob, focus. Focus.
Look at that hair.
That hair's good.
I thought guys again worked extremely hard. You know, they everything, the sticks, the forecheck, the zone, everything was outstanding. So it's Bark is big.
All right, we get it, Bob. Well, they don't deserve
What's
answers.
up with the guy in the back?
Too
in
much
the pink-
focus.
Hey, what's up with the guy in the back with the pink jacket on? The pink sport coat.
I don't know.
What
What do you mean? What's up with him?
Like,
You think he's a little bit of a he's trying to get some attention?
show
Yeah,
pony.
no team wears pink. What is he doing this?
Show pony, you say?
Show pony.
I don't like how you talk to my fellow journalists like this. You know, I as a boots on the grounder myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
how many years? I mean, how many years have you been going in, asking questions at various sporting events, interviews, or whatever?
10.
Probably like seriously, like 5.
Oh,
Okay. Now, I pose the question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Besides doing the Pat Riley workout, have I ever seen you in a sport coat at one of these things?
Never.
Okay. So I asked the question. Look at the guy with the pink sport coat on.
They were trying to do that when they were like, "Hey, you want to fill in on the Heat broadcast?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not wearing a suit. I'm on the radio.
That's where you drew the line.
Nobody can see me. You know, like I think Solana looks ridiculous. Like, nobody can see you, dude.
I got to tell. I got.
It's like you robbed the Austin Burks.
Wow. Hey. Boy, that was a stray. Enjoyable one, but it was
Yes, I mean he looks good in the suit, but it's like, why is he wearing that? Nobody can see him.
that is funny about radio.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
understand it. You know, Jax, Amy, they got to be on television. Tommy, I get it. He's just professional. Like,
Yeah. Time is a pro.
you know.
Ira, always in a suit.
Not always. He'll go just sport coat. I think for playoffs.
Yeah,
he
but here's the deal. If that's your thing,
yeah, old school
that's your
journalist.
thing.
Yeah,
Because
Not
I've
my thing.
known journalists that always wear like a sport coat or suit or something like that, even though they may not be,
You gotta
may not
have
be
a
on
little.
TV.
You gotta have a little notepad, and you gotta have a hat that says "press" in it. You know.
Come on,
Yeah,
Bert
you do.
Sugar.
Yeah,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Tell us that, Canelo. What went wrong there for old Jaime Munguia?
Ooh, you gotta lick your fingers to go through the pages. 1 second.
Now they don't even write. They don't even short, like, what is it called? Short form. They don't even do that, right? Because they record everything on their phones or whatever, and then they go back and do it later.
Here he goes. He's hitting me up with some of his best hits. Got good looking shoes. I'll give him that.
Oh, did he get them from eBay?
I don't know.
Okay, can you please tell me what did I miss about you and used shoes?
Hold on.
Check
Hold
these
on.
out. Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
me
they
explain this to you, Jennifer.
Please.
This dude thinks it is okay
It's okay
to go on eBay and buy used shoes.
Okay,
it's crazy.
I don't like that you're
Say
saying
it's
it
bad
that way,
behavior.
you know?
What do you call it? What do you call them?
Did it have one owner too? Like, what's going on?
I got the Carfax.
Is it like a car?
He said he got Carfax on him.
No, let me ask you something. How many wears did those have before you put them in?
Yeah.
Prior to me putting them on, no clue. No clue.
Well, you don't have the Carfax. You didn't do the research.
Yes, let me ask you this: when you
Yeah.
put them on,
Yeah.
did they feel broken in?
A little loosey goosey.
Ew, so gross,
Marcos.
I like it that way.
Marcos. There's certain things we do in our life.
We can be
right?
quickly pull them off.
That we know for a fact. Everybody may not be down with it, but it's okay.
Did it have a funky smell when you
This
got it?
This is one of those things.
That may be me though.
This is one of those things that you probably should keep to yourself.
Well, look, guys, I already
because somebody told you that it was cool to go out there and buy.
Cool.
It's not cool.
Okay, you know what's not cool? The guy who buys a brand new pair of shoe that he saved up for on an app, and then he walks only on his heels, and then he keeps it in a box away from dust for 3 years just to be like, look at this shoe I got. So I'm rescuing the shoe. Just think of it like a rescue mission.
Yeah, but you ain't paying rescue price.
Well,
How much did you rescue it for?
$67.
And how much does that shoe normally cost?
Like $120, $130.
That ain't saving money if the dude got to wear them.
Well,
yeah.
Because guess what? Here, let's be clear, Marcos.
Maybe if it costs like $400, I'd be like, you know what? Okay, you rescued the shoe.
Marcos, here's the deal. Here's the deal. And I do this with golf shirts. I wear a lot of golf shirts. I wear a lot of golf shirts in the summer when it's hot. I get the sweat marks or whatever.
Well.
So I never buy brand new first. I always buy last year's model of golf shirt. So I can save a couple of bucks and I know I'm going to run through them. That being said, I might get a golf shirt that costs $100 for $50, but the shirt hasn't been worn. You're buying an old model shoe at a price that if you found it new, it'd be the same price.
Also, doesn't help that you're like, what color shoe are those? Because they look like attic fiber.
Rose.
This is
rose color.
A little pinky. This is a little pinky. What do you think?
That looks like it insulates an apartment.
Little pinky. Huh?
What's that thing in the middle? What's that thing where the laces are? What's that?
This is I don't know. It's supposed to
Wait,
like.
let me see.
Does it say women's?
Oh, okay, just kidding.
These may be women.
Look how dirty those laces are.
No, they're dirty. You know, by the way, there's a lot of dirt outside. I want you to know. These were very clean when I walked in.
Do you buy underwear also on eBay?
Depends what the price is.
Oh man! All right, we'll take a quick break. Speaking of something that's getting thrown around a lot, what could be a disgruntled whale out there? Who's, not too happy with the coaching hire of his team. Back after this. Frog Boy revealed those are week-old shoes.
Guys impressed?
Hold on.
How'd you find out?
Hey, what's the name of those shoes?
Well, when I say week-old, I mean he's had them for a week.
Nike Air Max 270s. Right?
Were those the original ones they gave Michael Jordan?
Okay. No, I don't think so. Oh, 160. Wow, I got a steal for these.
Of course you did. You basically stole them off of somebody's feet.
No need. No need.
Oh, man. All right, let's get to this. So tonight, the NBA will resume. You have yourselves Celtics and Cavaliers. We'll see whether or not the Boston Celtics can put a death grip on their series or if we're going to even this puppy up and have another 2-2er. And then same goes for tonight, Dallas and OKC. Dallas is up 2-1 in that series. Yesterday, the Nuggets and Wolves are even things up at 2 apiece, as did the Knicks and Pacers. That series, that game 4 was not close. Blowout.
I tell you what, I can't think of somebody winning a series and losing a game by damn near 40.
I don't know.
You like I know like right off the top of our heads, there's probably somebody who's done it, but that just like, yeah, you can lose a game, but by 40.
It was embarrassing. It was an embarrassing loss for sure. We'll find out what goes on there, but obviously it is fodder season. A lot of things coming out, Leroy.
You mean fodder, you mean you.
What do you mean?
All fodder starts with you.
Well, there's a lot out there, Leroy. There's a lot out there. It was a busy day in the fodder world. I mean, you got Brandon Ingram news, you got Trae Young news, and then you got Kevin Durant news, which makes you go, because today on First Take, Stephen A. Smith reveals that all is not well in the land of the desert, as Kevin Durant doesn't appear too chipper with where things are right now in the land of Phoenix.
Shock.
First Take.
Here's where Mike Wilbon didn't go into the details that all of us covering the NBA are fully aware of. Kevin Durant in Phoenix is a problem. It is a problem. We don't see it because the stats are there. Him and Booker average 27 points per game and what have you. But they say Kevin Durant is never happy. They say that he went more than a month without even talking to the head coach. They say that he doesn't look happy there. And all he wants to do is play when the game starts and tip-off time arrives. But when it comes to ingratiating yourself with your teammates and getting along with everybody and stuff like that, he just lives in his own world. He's not hated. He's not despised. He's not doing anything negative. He's not being somebody that's two-facing and behind people back doing stuff. No, that's not who Kevin Durant is, but keeping to himself. Why does that matter? It's similar to what he was doing in Golden State before he ultimately departed, which is what was driving Draymond Green crazy, which is why they ultimately got into it on the court in that Clippers game and what have you, because you hear stuff, you hear about the level of unhappiness, et cetera, and you get tired of it because when you don't want to talk and when you don't want to answer questions, you don't want to lead in a very visible way, well, that forces other people to have to step up and take on a level of culpability that they don't want to stomach. And so because of all of that stuff, that's the untold stuff that's going on in Phoenix. There's more than that. Make no mistake. It's not all on Kevin Durant, but that's a big, big part of it.
Interesting.
Well, can I just say this?
Interesting, Leroy.
Can I just say this?
Very interesting.
Since when it is a problem to go into your job, do the best job you possibly can, and then go home. Right? Like that's not 27 a game ain't good enough. I don't understand. I don't care how good of a player you are. I don't care how good you are at your job. right?
Well, it sounds though more like the issue isn't like it doesn't sound the Suns have issues with him. It sounds like he's got issues with the Suns. He doesn't like it there. Now, listen, you may say, what the hell's going to make this guy happy? He seems miserable everywhere.
That is also another point that I would.
This may be a person that just is unfulfillable as far as happiness is concerned, as far as a basketball situation.
Can I just say this? I don't care. He still goes out there and plays his hardest. And that's what you need to win. Like, if he's going to buy into whatever's going on, like he did in Golden State,
he's not buying it.
And he went out and was the best version of himself as he could be, I could care less if he gets along with other people. Why does he have to get along? Is he doing his job? Is he buying into the system that's being built? So why does everybody say, oh, he's not friendly, he's not this, he's not that? So what?
Well, because at other places where he has not been happy, it has come to an end.
Yes, agreed. But again, everybody doesn't have like, and I hate when we do this in sports, right? We take the best player and say they have to be the leader. They have to be the guy that. Why can't Kevin Durant just be a really good player and not be a leader? We expect him to be a leader. Maybe he ain't that guy.
You know who's he wouldn't have to be the captain down here. I mean, if you really think about it.
Okay, but if you got rid of Jimmy, he would.
If
you got Bam. You got Bam. You see what I'm saying? So that's the issue that I have. Like we are criticizing a person for not being a leader because he's a great player, not because of his abilities and what he does on the basketball court. Well, I have a problem with that. Don't critique his personality.
They're not really critiquing though. They're just saying what it is. Like he's not happy with how things have shaken out in Phoenix, which why would you be? You got embarrassed and swept and it didn't work. And you're going to think that a new coach is going to, make it all better.
I got you. Like well,
what he's got to do is once he gets to Paris or wherever the hell camp is, he's got to take Bam aside, and Devin Booker's going, hey, where are you going, KD? Don't worry about it, Devin. Be right over there.
How you know? Wait. Isn't Devin Booker closer to Bam than KD is?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, who's no, that was what Tyler said.
Tyler loves Devin Booker. Okay. I don't know what their relationship is, but he really likes Devin Booker.
He thinks his game is Devin Booker.
He loves Devin Booker. And you know what?
Not accurate, but
maybe we can make all parties happy here, could we not? I mean, just think about it. If you really wanted to spice things up and make things a little
Tyler for Devin Booker?
No. What? No. They're not going to trade Devin Booker. He's a Suns lifer, right? So
we said that about D Wade.
Okay, but he did come back. Okay. And anyway, you have a little meeting in Paris, a little meeting of the minds. Bam, Spo.
That's when the big three got together.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And you go to Kevin Durant and be like, hey, just do what you already done. And he goes, what's that? Make a stink.
You're the only one that uses that phrase, right? Right? Grown ass men. You know what you got to do, right? Make a stink.
Make a stink.
Come on, man.
Before, make a stink, dude.
So here's what I would say.
Then LeBron's going to be like, hey, where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? Spo, where are you going? Don't worry about it, Bronny. You just stay over there, dude. Hey, we might still take him at 15, And you give him Spo. He's like, oh, okay. Wouldn't that be something if they get Durant, right? But they leave LeBron out in the cold, but they also take Bronny.
Right.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. It's fodder season, everybody. It's fodder season. Unhappy Durant.
No one is more excited than you.
Unhappy Durant. A Bam Adebayo going over to Paris. I mean, what doesn't say make a stink more than some croissant? You sit there with your little beret on. Think to yourself, how do we make this puppy happen? Well, if we were to... Now, the question really becomes, though, Leroy. Let's just say theoretically, right? Let's say we want to.
You know what, Jennifer?
Yep.
I'm going to just say this. Marcos, as friends of Tobin, I think we need to maybe have an intervention because he is getting ready to just go full Wile E. Coyote on this.
Well, let's just think about this.
Full wailing, and I'm getting little pieces of it, and he's trying to stay calm and responsible and throw things out there. But as soon as he uses the phrase "make a stink," right? You know, there's no. So, do we need to step in and kind of like have
I'm not saying
on Wednesday? On Wednesday.
Yeah.
On Wednesday.
What's Wednesday?
Wednesday we have half a day.
We
We're
do?
gonna we're going to play.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
God!
It's Wednesday?
Also your birthday.
Yeah, it's also my birthday.
But-
Are you going?
Yeah.
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 So
When?
here's the deal. So here's the deal. On Wednesday,
Yeah.
while everybody is going to be, faking the funk, as I like to call it. Y'all know what it is when you know. While they're going to be doing that, the three of us are going to grab you
Why?
and pull you to the side and say, we wanted to use this moment to have a bit of an intervention.
But what is the intervention?
That you got to slow down.
No,
Let
dude.
things
He's
burn
not
a little
going
bit.
to, though. No
He's
matter
not
how
going.
hard we
I-
try, he's not going
Look,
to give
I
up.
know.
I tried to like the team that I have, and they spit in my face, and they didn't play.
Nobody played.
That's their
Your
fault.
team didn't play.
Pat Riley was not happy about it. Pat Riley was not happy about it.
Right.
And so,
Okay.
and so Pat Riley tells Jimmy Butler, what did he tell him again, Marcos? I can't really recall if this was just days ago, but Pat Riley told Jimmy Butler it's something to the. What's it again?
I don't like that you're doing this.
What did he tell Jimmy?
You should keep your mouth shut.
And I wonder what question or line of questioning got him to that point.
This is
And
grown
who
man.
asked the question?
I'm not a provocateur. Pat Riley's responsible for what comes out of his mouth, but just say
Who are you?
Say theoretically, Pat Riley,
Oh, wait.
Kevin Durant, Devin Booker.
Can I be a voice of reality here?
You could be. But let me just
when
finish.
you talk about these things, you also better talk about who you're giving up and
Right,
how it's
right.
going to work.
Well, there's multiple ways we could go about this.
Okay,
Multiple
here
ways
we
we
go.
could go about this. I don't want this to happen. All right. I don't.
Here we go.
But I'm just saying, Pat Riley, who has his ire drawn by an unavailable Jimmy Butler, clearly seems like we have a threesome in Phoenix that doesn't seem to work out, and that's no fun. So, what if we make all parties happy? Okay. Jimmy gets his money from that crazy loon in the desert. Maybe a little bit more of a seamless fit with Devin Booker. Kevin Durant makes his way on over here to a place that he is asked to come before, but had other options, and he realized the error in his ways. Could there be on the table a Jim VP for KD swap? Does that appease all parties? Or is there no point in doing it with Kevin Durant unless you have Jimmy here as well?
That's what I feel. But who knows? What do I know?
So we're looking at Scary Terry, KD, Bam, and other shooters.
And dunks.
And dunks.
And they don't get Nico.
Yeah.
They get Tyler,
we get
though?
Nico. We get Nico and
Jaime.
and we get to keep Jaime.
Yeah, I'm not giving up Jaime.
You keep Jaime. I'm saying this is a star for star. They match up.
And here's wait. Here's the
They have to
kicker.
take Tyler.
Here's the kicker. Bona fide scorer. You don't have to worry about KD getting his 25 to 30.
Now, Mr. Bucket says, hell no. Jimmy has had more of an impact than KD over the last couple of years.
Totally fair.
Different. Wait. Can I say this? Can I say this?
Totally fair.
Not a good
It
score.
has been a different impact.
But a better one.
But a
though.
winning impact.
But that's for here.
More
So
success.
here, yeah.
But for here, the biggest impact needs to be scoring. I mean, keep in mind, here's what we're saying here. Here's what we are saying here. A finals MVP is not going to fit here better than Jimmy would. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
I think Spo has long thought, and I'm sure we'll have talks, once they get to Pelly about, remember those talks we had before you went off?
Do we understand what we're saying? This is not a knock on Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
But in all other conversations we have, I get the bona fides thrown at me. Marcos, you do it with Lamar Jackson. Regardless of what I say, you throw his bona fides at me, right? What he's done. I can't do that with KD, and everybody just says, no, Jimmy is better. We just going to ignore that?
Now, if that doesn't make you comfortable, I'm just going to try this trade.
No answer?
Well, he's asked Marcos the question, not me.
Everybody. So, yeah, go ahead, Marcos. What's up?
Because he's a better scorer, but Jimmy has been more successful.
Lately.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Lately.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we just picking lately.
Oh, you want me to go
Just
back
lately.
to 2013? What am I going to do?
Lately.
Okay.
Basically, since Kevin Durant has left Golden State, he's been more. He has been more successful. He has more team success than Kevin Durant has.
What's he really doing?
Correct. But the team is
Did have an Achilles injury in there, Marcos.
those teams are different, though, right?
No, I feel.
Which
I'm
team?
just saying they're different. How a team is going to be with Jimmy and how a team is going to be with KD is going to be different.
If the Jimmy Butler model is too uncomfortable for everybody, perhaps I could interest you in a trade machine intangibles model.
Yes. Talk to me. What
If
we got?
you were to mix now you got to obviously, I'm sure you got to put a little sweetener in here because I don't think you're going to just get this for Kevin Durant. I think
Hold on. And wait. Let's not avoid the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
What's that?
Jimmy and his money.
Correct. Well, I would say if you're going to trade for Kevin Durant and keep Jimmy Butler, you got to give Jimmy his money.
No,
you can't afford that.
Sure you can.
You can do both.
Sure you can. You don't have to pay him that money this year. He's already got money on the books for this
Okay,
year.
I got you. I got you.
You know, about to give him, nearly $200 million.
Every team gets worse with KD. Look at the facts, except for Golden State.
Except for Golden State.
Yeah, I mean,
except for Golden
who
State.
also had other players.
Already the best team in the league. KD. What are we really doing here?
Now, if you want to put salary wise, now again, you got to find some sweetener because no one's going to just take this for Kevin Durant. But, add Devin Booker with some shooters, a little Duncan Robinson, a little Tyler Hero. Salaries match, and they might have to throw in a Jovic. You might have to throw in might have to. It's Kevin Durant, Leroy. It's Kevin Durant with Jimmy Butler and Bam. That's what we're looking at.
Here's how I'm looking at this.
Caleb Martin, maybe.
Here's how I'm looking at this. Okay. You still need some youth on your team because you're going to have a lot of guys, a lot of stars on your team that's old as hell.
Maybe we trade Nikola Jovic,
Nope.
but we get Nikola Topić in the draft.
No. How about you get the Moose, right?
What?
The Moose in Purdue.
Edie?
Yeah. Move Bam to the 4. KD at the 2. You go Jimmy at the 3.
Punchable.
And then you go somebody at the 4 and Scary Terry at the point guard. That's a good team right there. That's a good team.
Chino says 36-year-old Kevin Durant, Tobin. I'm aware of his age.
Right.
I'm aware of his age.
I mean, Jimmy's the same age, 1 year younger?
He's a year younger, yeah.
Right.
His knees
and
might not be.
Jimmy has done more basketball than KD because KD missed a whole year.
Plus Thibodeau. You never lose the Thibodeau years off your mileage.
Right. Why not trade Foghorn Leghorn from Space Jam? That's what I feel like. That's when we have a conversation about these trades, right? And here's the kicker in all of this. In 2 years, anytime Tyler Hero's name has been mentioned, everybody in the league said no, thank you.
Agreed. He's not their biggest asset anymore, though. Their biggest asset
Was
definitely.
he ever? Because the rest of the league didn't think so.
Fair question. I think, but right now, you definitely have a cheap, attractive assets with Jaime and Nico for sure.
If I had a choice, if you had to keep one, I'm keeping Nico. Although, I will say this. Jaime is more basketball ready for the next 3 or 4 years than Nico is. Right?
Maybe, but I mean, like the leap he took last year, and now he's going to take another leap.
I mean, but Jaime came in with.
He came in ready.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So you know what you're going to get with Jaime. You ain't got to worry about, the 20-year-old let down or anything like that. The blooming onion.
Oh, man, I love it. It's fodder season, everybody.
No,
Take a break.
it's just you.
Take a break. Back after this.
This
Welcome back. Macman says trade Bam for KD. KD and Jimmy better than Bam and KD. Dude, I don't know what you guys got to do to get through your skull. They're not getting rid of Bam.
Nah, they're not, and they shouldn't.
They're about to give Bam like $200 million. I don't know what the hell he does.
I like that.
If he makes all NBA.
I like that.
You think first or second team? Oh, no, it's 3 teams.
3 teams.
He'll make one of them.
Maybe. Well, you also got to consider that they changed the rules this year. You got to play a minimum amount of games, which he did. So I don't know how that's going to change the voting and all that.
Oh, okay.
We will find out. I think voting is. I think they reveal that next. I think it's next week is when all NBA comes out.
Sweet.
So
You got to vote?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
I do not. They wouldn't want me to be like.
Can I just say this?
I would be the guy. Be like, you voted
Marcos,
second team all NBA.
I want you to look into the screen and say, without a doubt, you trust this man with any type of vote.
I would be the guy in Sacramento who voted Sabonis all defensive team. They're like, what? Why did you do that?
I know you didn't have a vote because you would have told us 473 times the same way you told us you were on the bare knuckle.
Oh, I was an official voter of the bare knuckle FC ranking. That still could be if I wanted to. It's just I choose not to.
Got too busy.
I choose not. I was too busy. And I wasn't fair to the other bare knuckle fighters.
Correct.
Also, they really they didn't have their weight classes down. Like I'm like, hey, this guy's in 2 weight classes. Which one do you want me to rank him in? And they're just like, just vote.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, all right, sorry. You know, Conor McGregor now is a part owner of that thing, though.
I did see that, which is like,
he'll be fighting in it if he keep losing in UFC.
Well, his Dana White said that his return fight is going to have a gate of over $20 million, a UFC record coming up. So,
Really?
Is he
Who's
predicting?
he fighting?
he's fighting Michael Chandler.
Ooh.
Michael Chandler, who trains down here.
That's at 306, right?
That's 303.
Oh, okay. Because I saw something. I'm not sure if it's 306 or anything.
You know, it'd be funny if they got to UFC 300. Can we just name them after the fighters now?
Oh, UFC Conor.
McGregor versus Chandler. Enough with the numbers.
Yeah, it's fair. The Sphere. Aren't they moving some fights to the Sphere? I heard as early as October.
That's in September. Yeah, I think it's September is the Sphere.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
September is the Sphere.
That would have been a good debut for.
Poirier is fighting for the title coming up on June 1st. He's fighting in Jersey. He's fighting Makachev. And should be a fun one.
Indeed,
as it was a fun weekend. Let's get to a little all right. Oh no, my all right.
Yes.
Sasha Markov.
All right.
Sick goal. The captain coming through.
Anthem.
Unlike the stupid captain on the Boston Bruins who got himself knocked out. Stupid. So sick of people telling me how to like hockey and all their rules. You know, miss me with rules where people are allowed to hit each other in the face. Yeah, right. Now there's honor amongst this. What are we doing? It's ridiculous.
A lot of complaints from that Boston.
A lot of whining, dude. A lot of whining. It's crazy to me, dude. My oh no goes to TNT.
Oh no.
You really treated your guest rude. You really were rude to Sam Bennett yesterday.
True.
And I didn't like it. You should have said, hey, props for the. You said they were like, hey, Sam.
2 games ago.
2 games ago. Did you feel like you got away with one?
So crazy.
What about what you just did? You're basically a criminal on ice. You're like Jack Frost.
Oh no!
Jack Frost was a criminal?
Well, he was a criminal of warmth.
He was nipping at noses.
Yep. What do you got, Leroy?
You just took the sweetest and innocent cartoon and made the guy a criminal.
Sam Bennett breaking your nose.
Is he more of a criminal than the Grinch that stole Christmas?
Oh,
no. If Tobin was the Grinch, you go, but I gave it back. I gave it all back. My all right is gonna go to. I had some really good fun watching both. I saw a little bit of the Pinks on the web, and I saw. I watched 2 hockey games, Friday and Sunday, and it was great. It was awesome. So. My all right goes to them. My oh no, I'm gonna second what you're doing. and I'm gonna take a player's approach to this. There ain't no player on that panel that would give a rat's ass about something that happened 2 games ago. For them to have the audacity to bring it up, knowing they would never even be thinking about it, just shows you right in line with Boston. Y'all go ahead on. Y'all go ahead on and try to be Boston fans while these Panthers go try to get this chip, right? Because y'all worried about something that you can't do nothing about anyway. And now you're down 3-1. And now they're down 3-1. And as analysts and as players, you should be saying why. I'm going to tell you why. Because they play hockey too hard in Florida. The sun, in the heat. Oh, they're too physical on our players. And somebody got a boo-boo in the face. What about the guy that got his face caved in by the puck?
Yep. By the way, he'll be available for the next game because Sam.
Right, exactly. He ain't gonna sit out. So yeah, like stop it. I hate when I see players do that. Like I could get it if not like Tobin, if you did it, right? What? I'm just saying. I'm saying you did it. I'm just saying. If somebody like a media person did it, but not an analyst, like really? Like y'all ain't never played hockey before? Stop. That's it.
JFig, what is your all right and oh no besides Taylor Swift's album?
Oh my goodness.
Is that an all right or oh no? Because we're still waiting on the results. We've been waiting 3 weeks for the results of what
anytime I try to give you a result, you go ahead and
you said you haven't listened to the whole album yet.
Accuse me of everything. I said I was almost done with it.
I never had to take notes on the album before determining whether it was good.
I do that. I really enjoy music that way. Anyway, my all right.
Good.
What?
That's how you do
my
it.
all right goes to the Florida Panthers for giving me the entertainment that I needed after a very, very hard week.
Yep.
They were there for me, and I appreciated it.
Goosies.
My oh no.
Taylor Swift.
My oh no. Nope. Goes to this insane heat. I got in my car the other day.
Oh no!
I think it was yesterday. I got in my car and it was 102 degrees. And my air conditioning was acting up, and it was just the wrong time.
Did you just put your head out of the window like Joker?
I don't think it's acting up.
JFig right now.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just
Do I remind you of the Joker?
No, put your head out of the window like Joker.
I know. What do you mean?
I think it was tapping out. I don't think it was acting up. It's too much. Marcos, what do you got for all right on no?
My all right goes to the UFL for their innovative shots this weekend. I'm not sure if you were able to see it. They had a drone on the field. Drone following the player as he ran for the touchdown. I think it's only a matter. Wow, it's very close. Only a matter of time before the NFL adopts this, and I can't wait.
They have it. They have the thing on the strings.
That's on a string though. I want to follow him. You see how?
I mean, I like it, but why so close?
They're not gonna do live though. They'll just do it for a replay.
That was really cool though. Look at that.
It is kind of cool from a speed standpoint though.
Why does that look like the San Francisco 49ers?
Well, not too much originality in the UFL.
It's probably like that. Probably like when FIU got the hand-me-down helmets. Like they probably are old.
So they get my all right.
What's your oh no?
My oh no goes to this viral question currently trending at over 20 million views on TikTok.
Is Taylor Swift's album any good?
No, everyone knows that answer already.
This one is the bum.
This one's a little bit darker. This is would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear? Overwhelmingly, women have answered bear.
Huh. What do you mean stuck though? Like you
stuck in a forest. What's more dangerous to you? What do you think you can get out of I think I'm gonna go with the bear as well. Can't trust that man. What if he lies to me? Steals my stuff. That bear?
But what if that man can help you survive in the forest? Like the bear is just gonna be like
are we talking about
what is it?
A burly live on the land type man?
I don't know.
If you pick the man, is the bear still included?
No. Well, I mean, the forest has its own dangers, but
right. But here's the other thing:
the bear
is it going to be a man like that movie with Matt Damon, where he wore the belt as the bear as a coat?
Oh, that was DiCaprio.
DiCaprio. I'm sorry, Leonardo. Is it that type of man?
I guess
Can
we'll
I
never
throw
know.
the man
Because
in
I'm gonna
front
tell
of
you,
the bear?
I listen. I say, hey, why don't you do like that movie and go get us a bear coat?
All right, we got to call it for today's show, everybody. We will talk to you rascals tomorrow.
Hope you mother have a good day.